Hey guys, how's it going? Let's see here. Who is here? Hey Michael, how's it going? Oh, nice. My mic is still, the speaker's still clicking. And good thing Leroy woke me up again today. Well, I was up actually, but just running a few minutes late. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I think he needs to get a new alarm clock. Yeah, I do. I am here though. Let's see here. And yeah, sorry about that. Let's see here. All right, cool. Just checking. Yeah, we had a kind of a camping away from home thing yesterday. So we're all huddled up in the living room yesterday watching movies, and I think it lasted a little too late. We were up till like 12:30, I think, because the kids are off school. So you may see them running in the background all the way back there. Hopefully I don't wake them up, but I turned on the heating, so it should drown out the sound outside. All right, let's get started. I have some water. And put this up there. So, yeah, I think I set my alarm at like 5:55, which is way too late. I should have done it at 5:45, maybe 5:40. So that is the link if anyone is interested in jumping on. I set my alarm at like 5:55, which is way too late. Well, where's that coming from? 5:45, maybe 5:40. So that is the link if anyone is interested in jumping on. I set my alarm at like 5:55, which is way too late. Well, where's that me? 5:45.
Is that me?
I think it might be because I don't think I have a YouTube open yet.
It was me. Rookie move.
No worries. At least we know. All right, let's get some stuff listed. I was going to bring some stuff in actually. I had something I was going to show you, Leroy.
Okay.
I picked up. I don't even know what it is. I'm hoping it's something. Something. I think it's a vise, not a vise. Some kind of a clamp. Something by K.R. Wilson, I think it is. It's in its own wooden casing, wooden box. All the pieces look like they're there, but they're outside there, so I can't go out and wake them up. But as soon as they get up, I'll go out and grab it.
Okay. It could be a wood clamp. It could be. I looked it up. In a case, and that's another thing. I mean, it's a little early for this stuff, but that's another thing. Like when stuff's in a case, when it's in the original box, man, you grab that.
That's why I thought.
Don't even think about it.
I remember you told me that. That's why the only thing I took a picture of was the model number. I don't even know if this is going to show up on the screen here. You can't even really see it. Let's see if I can get this to. It's so bright though.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, I'll read it to you. Hold on. It says, what does it say? K.R. Wilson, Buffalo, New York, USA, and there's a model number, which I should have looked up yesterday. I didn't even see that till now.
Okay, so I want to see what it is, though, so I got to look it up, too.
Yeah. See, I'm going to look it up right now.
Who cares about what it looks like? Let's just look it up.
Exactly.
See, guys, now he's going to get me into toys. What's going to happen is I'm going to start messaging him. I'm going to start going live a couple times a week from the flea market or from the bins.
Do it. Now you said it. You got to do it now.
Oh, I can do it. Trust me.
Yeah, you should totally do it because, and the funny thing is, you are already selling toys. You're selling those die cast things. I looked at your store a couple days ago, and I saw the General Lee. I used to have that as a kid.
So that was amazing. So when we were showing stuff yesterday, I just didn't want to sit there and gloat. I just they said your best items. I mean, those are my best items for what I paid for them. They're my best items. But the General Lee cars, I was gonna say that I was more excited about those.
Yeah.
Because those were like I paid $15 for the two. So the long story short on all that is I actually lost one in the mail.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't lose it in the mail.
Yeah.
It got lost in the mail. The buyer got their money back through eBay. I still got to put a claim in through the post office. I might be out of time because I know you only have so much time.
Yeah.
But I got to double check because I got to do that because I can get $50. I can't get the whole thing back, but I can get 50.
That's good. At least you get that. Because back in the day, getting a claim out of the post office was like pulling teeth. So now they're a lot better.
What was the name of this item?
The one that I have that I picked up yesterday it was a wooden box. Like I said, it looked like a clamp. See, I didn't find it when I looked in the part number on eBay. So let me go through Google.
What's the name again? You said K.
Oh, I think I found it. I think I found it online. It looks like a vintage K.R. Wilson hydraulic brake tube flaring tool.
Okay.
Here, I'm gonna put the. Let's see here. I'm gonna put the worth point thing on the screen. I'll put the link on the screen so you can click on this.
Okay, that's cool.
And then this is a worth point link. This isn't my link.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks like this because it had that same red color. I think it's this one.
With the box.
But I feel like it's missing one of the parts. I feel like it only had like one of the.
That's okay. That's
things,
okay.
One of the clamps.
It only have one clamp.
I think so. I have to go back and look at it. But I remember the red. I remember it had like there's extra like these top bits. I don't know if you're looking at it. There's a top bit and a bottom bit. It had those. But
what was the selling point on yours?
What would be the selling point?
Yeah, how much was it selling for?
It was $40, 50% off. I got it for $20.
What does it say on here?
I haven't been able to find. Hold on, I haven't looked it up. Here, worth point didn't say. I can't because I don't have worth point access.
Yeah, me neither.
It's not telling me I used to have it years ago. I tried it out for a free trial. I mean, not that exact one. Different ones sold for $76 plus $96 including shipping. Another one sold for $47.
If you paid $20. This is just me, and a lot of people will say different.
Yeah.
But if you pay $20, and after fees you get $35 out of it. Wash your hands. You learned something.
Yeah.
And you didn't lose money.
I like the box, and I like that it said the K.R. Wilson on it, so I could look it up.
I would sell the box separate.
Oh, okay.
Yep, because you don't have a complete set. If you don't have a complete set, sell the box separate.
I have a feeling I don't have it because I was looking at it. I'm like, if it's a vice, it would have there's two halves to a vice.
You can sell that box for $20.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got it $20, and they don't charge tax at my thrift store.
Yeah.
So
that's right. See, I wouldn't have picked it up for $20.
Yeah, I mean, actually, the only reason I said, you know what, I walked into this thrift store.
And it said Wilson. It said Wilson. So you're like, oh man, if I don't get this, Leroy's gonna give me a bunch of baloney.
I had to pick it up. I'm like, you know what? I walked by it the first time I showed and then I was walking around the entire place, and then I didn't find anything. I was like, there's nothing here today. Like I had an empty cart. I'm like, that can't be right. So let me see. Let me go out of my comfort zone a little bit. And then I went back to, actually it was behind the, what do you call it? You know how they have the display area?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was behind there on one of the shelves behind the display. Yeah. And then some other guy asked for it. He's like, let me see that box. Let me see what's inside it. And I looked at it. I'm like, huh. And then he put it back. I'm like, oh, can I see that box? And then she was about to take it and put it back. So I guess a lot of people looked in it and just put it back. I was like, actually, can I get a number? Because they give you a number and you pick it up at the register.
Yeah.
So I go, oh, can I get a number for that? She's like, oh, yeah, go ahead.
And again, like I've said before, you went in there, you weren't getting anything anyway.
Yeah.
It was not like you were intending on spending money. So if you go in there and you spent 20 and you only make 20, you still learn something. Yeah. Now, when you go into that name, RW, right, or whatever it was, look at the things on that name. Yeah. So when you go on eBay, go to highest sold. Look at under that name. Look what sold for the highest point. So now you'll know, because you're always gonna remember that name because you looked it up and you put money out there that you wasn't sure.
So if I look it up on solds, there's only one that I find, the KR Wilson brake puller, which is similar, not exactly the same. 125, but they took the best offer, so I don't know what they sold it for.
So what, 125, $80.
Yeah, $125 plus $23 shipping.
So they sold it for no less than $85.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. All right, this should be good.
And then go up. So you just taught me something. That's a brake pulling tool.
Yeah, it says hydraulic brake tube flaring tool.
Yep.
So whatever that means, but yeah.
Go Mo. Look at this. A month after his birthday, he's telling me he's teaching Leroy tools.
I don't know about that, but I appreciate it. And then I think I need to get into that. I left it in my car. It was because I got back, well, not late, like 5, 6 last night. I just left it in there.
Yeah.
But if I open the door, what happens is it lets all the air inside. If they have because I just put the heating on, so it lets all that heating out.
Oh, don't worry. It's not a big deal. It's not like you never go on that side of it every day.
Yeah, so that's true.
I'll see it, and I already have an idea, so I'm not. My suspense isn't like gonna eat me or anything.
It's eating me.
I got this a couple of weeks ago. Some of them I've done very well. Some of these camcorders I've done very, very, very well. Some of them they just sit.
I'm with you on that. Because I remember I got one. It was around. Do you remember? I think it's probably around 2015. They had one. JVC is also the brand. I guess they used it in Back to the Future. I don't know if it was 1 or 2.
Okay.
And that was like the big selling point. I thought I got that one, but I didn't. I got one that was similar. It wasn't the right model. So I got burned on that one a little bit. But it had all the parts to it. So I was able to get rid of it. That was pretty good.
This one, when I looked them up, they're only selling for like $40. I paid $15 for it. Mm-hmm. Normally with these, I have to know that they work. And the guy didn't want to sell me the tapes. There's nudity on the tapes.
Got it.
Because he was very adamant about me not letting anybody see the tapes.
Oh, well, why doesn't he just keep the tapes then? I mean,
I told him I needed the tapes to try it.
Oh, you want to test it out? He's dumb then. He should have just wiped. Oh, he wanted to keep the tapes or something?
No, it was him and his ex-wife.
I should have just wiped one tape so he could test it out then or something.
Well, I want to sell the tapes because I could probably get money for them, but I don't want to sell them if they need.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. That was, and it's funny.
I'm going to be honest with you, Mo. I personally don't care.
Yeah, same here. I mean, I just left it. You know, you're not going to watch it. You're just going to get rid of it. So I mean,
but if I was to sell them, because like I could list them, and I know I could sell those before any of this other stuff.
Yeah.
If I list them and there's porn on them, can I get in trouble?
It depends. Yeah, you could, to be honest, because it's a fine line. But if you listed that like in the adult section, I think you might get away with it. But if you didn't and somebody reported you, then you could. So it's kind of like someone had to say something. You can't, technically, you're not supposed to list that in the regular section. There's a whole different.
If I list the tapes and I don't know what's on, he wasn't 100% sure. Mm-hmm. So if I list them and in the description I say, this could be a family picnic or this could be a pic of some family.
See, that's the thing. Most people probably wouldn't bother, but that one guy would say, you know what, this is terrible, and I'm reporting you. And then eBay could technically say, hey, you're not supposed to be, I don't know.
I could sell a tape. I mean, when I buy tape, I'd sell it, and it might have something on it. I'll look at it for like 3 minutes. I'll check it forward, check it backwards, done.
Hold on.
They could have somebody murdering somebody on it, and I would know.
All right, let me check right now. I'm just going to type in the word adult VHS. That's what I'm going to type in on eBay. Let's see here. Let's see if anything pops up.
You need to stop doing research. This is not your job.
Yeah, no. Well, there's some kind of risque stuff that's popping up here. So my guess is that you're allowed to, but you need to say that. That's what I would say.
Okay.
Like if you said it, and then most likely they'll want you to put it in the right section too. There's a whole section for that. So yeah.
But the thing is, if I put it in the right section, it's not going to be sold for what it needs to be sold.
No, it's not. It's not.
So I'm selling it because it is a model and a tape that is probably going to be sort of hard to get.
Well, what you would say then is, whatever you want to say about the item, and then you say blanks VHS not watched or something like that, untested. You don't want to say untested. You say unwatched VHS.
And the Sony tapes too.
Yeah, mixture of. To be honest, I would. Yeah, it's a tough one.
Maybe I won't even sell them, but the Sonys and everything.
Yeah. I would sell it. I would just put on there what just say home, just taken from an
estate sale. Not sure what content is on.
Yeah. Might be above 18 content or something like that, adult content. I would just say it. I mean, you're not lying then, and you're putting it out there. And that stuff is on eBay. I just saw it 2 seconds ago. So,
not tapes like this with them?
I don't know about those, but I just typed in adult. That's all I typed in, and like a bunch of stuff popped up. Now, like I said, though, they do want it in the correct section, though. So that's the only thing that might come up and bite you.
But if I had the name of the tape in the title, then I'm good. As long as I can get the tape name in the title, so when they search, that tape name is going to come up.
Yeah, it should.
Sony. It just says Sony tape 30 VHS-C.
Okay.
And then non-watched. I don't know. It depends what they're worth. If it's only worth $3 or $4, I'm gonna throw them in a dumpster.
What's the model of the camcorder?
The camcorder is it's a long number, so get ready.
Okay.
Hold on a second. JVC 14011494.
Got it. Okay.
Hey, Southeast Geek, how are you, sir? Thank you for coming in.
No exact results, but there's closer ones. There's other JVCs that sold for well over 160. Some of them 160, 150. And this one looks like it has all the parts. I don't know if it has tapes. So yeah, these are kind of all over the place. Some are for like $50. Some of them are like 200. There's this one that's 400 something, but this is like a receiver, DVD CD receiver. But in terms of camcorders, yeah, these are all over the place. You could get a lot of money for this.
When I looked it up, I was literally like $20.
Yeah, you got that exact model. I got JV.
Yeah, this is the model. My lighting here is so bad because I'm above my light.
Oh, okay. Let's see, 140119494. That one didn't come up.
And just so you, this is the wording on it. Just so you.
Digital picture stabilizer. Yeah, it's a nice one. All right, see, it's only optical. Yeah, the lens looks good. That's the one I always put my finger on the lens to see if there's any cracks on there.
Yeah. Southeast Geeks says, price it high, let it fly. Someone will buy them. Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yeah, totally agree. Yeah, that exact model isn't being sold unless I typed it in incorrectly right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I looked it up, it was like, because I didn't comp it when I bought it. I bought it for $15. I just put the charger. I just took pictures of the charger.
Okay.
I couldn't get it to charge over, and to watch it. I couldn't figure out how to watch it. Normally, I can. And then I knew the tapes might be dirty, so it's just like I'll just piece it out. So I sold the charger with 3 batteries.
Yep.
I got the tapes. I got the camcorder. I also have a bag for it, but I was going to sell them all separate.
Okay, so I see. I mean, complete bundles going for between like 50 and up. So let's see how high they go. Yeah, the sky's the limit.
I think I'm going to piece it out, though. You know that?
Yeah, do that.
Yeah. Look at this bag.
I would do that. Yeah. If you piece it out, then are you going to do the camcorder with the tape or separate?
Separate. I'm going to do the camcorder by itself, the charger by itself, the 4, I think there's 3 batteries. Yeah, there might be a tape inside. 3 tapes, possibly 4. Those are going by themselves. And then,
okay, with the tapes, what you do is you type, say something like personal home videos, VHS, or whatever they're called.
50, VHS. And then another 20 for the camcorder. That's $70, and I'm happy.
Nice.
And then it will be an easy ship on that part too, because they'll all be different. It'll be a quick ship.
Yeah, that's. I'm guessing you part this out. That's maybe $200, maybe more.
And you know how I am. I undercut even my estimates. I undercut them because I don't want nobody to ever say to me, "Oh, that's not worth that." You're out of your mind. Or even that thing that I showed you that I sold.
Yeah.
That thing, the $200, the $2,000 thing. That thing was worth probably like $6,000 if I kept it on eBay at that price.
Yeah, I saw.
But for me to sell it, it was on there for a while. So it's not like, listen, there's people that have everything saved. They have this Buffalo pen.
Yeah.
And if this Buffalo pen is worth $1,000, I'm going to tell you right now, there are 200 people that have it saved on their link. As soon as you drop that pen's going to sell before you put it back on the shelf to put it in storage.
Yeah.
I've done it. I've had it happen to me. And then looked it up and said, oh, snap. What did I do?
You did the right thing. You made money off. You moved your money. You recycled your money. That's what you got to do. That's all we're doing these days, to be honest. We're not. I have to tell this to myself every day. I'm not a storage facility. I'm not a hoarder. I'm selling this stuff, not keeping it.
Like I do at the flea market. Let me tell you something. As soon as somebody picks one of my items up, that item's, if I can help it, like I said, that item's not going to hit the floor. It's not going back on the table because I'm going to let it go. It's the best I can.
Yeah.
And then if they're interested in it, I upsold another $125 on Christmas by messaging the guy. And there's not a lot of people in the chats, but I'm just going to throw this out there. I upsold another item. A guy bought an item for $110. I offered him another item that was the same thing, but a different model I didn't have listed yet, and the guy took that for $125. I upsold something that didn't even have listed.
Nice.
Because I knew I had him on the line. It's like fishing. I take this job like fishing. If I get somebody on the line, I'm snagging. Same thing. People say, how many times do you do office? I do office every day. I'll do this, and then I'll go home. I'll sit down on the couch, wait for dinner or whatever, or make dinner, and I'll scroll.
That's what I was doing right now, actually. I make sure I get rid of them the second I see them.
Yep, exactly. And it's not them offering; it's eBay. The one I do is eBay saying, submit an offer.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you something. I probably sell. This is no word of a lie. I probably sell 20 things a week by throwing an offer out there.
Nice. Because you know what you're doing, right? What you're doing is eBay sends that thing out there because within, I don't know what the time frame is, 10, 15 minutes, they've looked at that item. So what you're doing is saying, they've looked at it, maybe they moved on, maybe they're still on their phone, but you put it back in front of their face and said, how about I'll give you this percentage less? And they're like, huh, okay, I'll do that.
Yep.
So that's what's happening.
Mo, you can't get me excited. You like doing that once in a while.
There's nothing wrong with that, man. Take pride in your sales.
I mean, I keep looking at it, and I haven't been listening much. I'm going to list today. I haven't been listening much. I've been busy packing, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Like, shipping. But I'm going to be honest with you. Every time I open my app and I see that I had 300 things, I have just about 300 things listed, but 310 things sold, I'm happy as a pig in a mud pile.
There you go.
Because like you said, and then when you told me that, and a couple other people messaged me, and they were like, that's really good sell-through.
It is.
They're like, you only have that much, and you're selling.
Hey, Tracy.
You're selling half of it. Hey, Tracy. Good morning.
Yeah, no, because your number was basically the same number. I forget the exact number, but whatever it was, the item inventory list was number was the same as the sold number, and mine is like completely different. So mine's like a fourth or something like less than that. Yeah. So
I have 300 things listed. And 300 things sold.
That's ideal. That's absolutely ideal. I mean, I heard one person, and this would be like crazy, ridiculously, like let's say the ideal is to have one thing listed and like 1,000 things sold, because it's like you're selling multiples of the same thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, that's like, you know, Walmart's wet dream. That's what they want to do. But I mean, we can't do that. See, I like to comment on screen layout. All I did was I changed, like on StreamYard, it has, here, hold on, I can do it. Let me see, I can do it right here with you guys on the screen. I'll mess around with it. Yeah, it's in StreamYard. Where is it? Comments, settings. I don't think I can do it while I'm on air. I think I have to go back behind the scenes. Yeah, it's just like a bubble thing. They have like a square thing and a bubble thing and something with no background, something like that. Yeah, I was on. Because I went to their chat yesterday, but I didn't see it. Maybe I missed it.
Yeah, they had a good time, and then they couldn't get their live going, and I felt so bad. I think Tommy probably drove to StreamYard headquarters this morning and gave them a piece of his mind because he was not happy last night.
StreamYard is kind of buggy. We don't have those issues because it's only basically just me and you most of the time. But I don't know what would happen if there were lots of people on here.
They had, I don't want to say the wrong thing. Tracy would know. I want to say it was over 120 people waiting because they got on a little late. They took some time because they were on Cat Show. Mm-hmm. And then they were like 15 minutes late. And it was horrible. Like, I felt so bad for them.
It shouldn't make a difference if people are waiting or not. I mean, yeah, but in terms of StreamYard, that's their job.
And I would think those guys have the pay version.
All there for that. It's not free.
Sure they have the pay version, Tommy or Tracy as well.
Yeah. Oh, Restream. They use Restream.
Oh, okay.
Still, Restream too. They shouldn't. They're not a new company. So it's all the same thing. Restream, StreamYard. They basically do the same thing, but yeah, that's.
I was happy because I got to go to bed. Yeah, me too. But then I got up at like 2:00 and I stayed up until 5:30.
See, that's what I don't like. See how you just read that comment right there? I just saw it right now.
Oh, and I have it pushed up on.
And it's always like that. There's always like a delay on StreamYard. Like, I want to say 5 seconds.
Even on YouTube?
Well, on YouTube it comes fast. It's like if I was watching the YouTube chat, it would have.
Yeah, that's where I saw it on the YouTube.
Yeah. It would have been faster, but StreamYard's always delayed a couple seconds, like 5-10 seconds. So I can't imagine if people had a lot of people in the chat that's how they miss a lot of these comments, I guess, because it would be moving too fast and it would be way off.
Yeah.
Not that we ever do, but still.
And they had, D. Nimmons?
Yeah.
He was in their chat because they belong to his group. I'm going to sign up for that group. He was in their chat, and he was saying that he goes, I haven't really never seen this, and I stayed in there until it kicked me off. There was like 10 of us. We wouldn't leave. We kept saying, I'm staying until they kick me off, and he stayed all the way to the end.
Nice.
And he just kept chatting with us. He was just like, this is crazy.
Yeah. Well, like I said, that's their job. It's just to put up your chats, put up your streams, either if it's Restream, StreamYard, any of that. So if it's not working, then that's not cool.
Like right now where I am, I feel like just saying area-wise, I have decent internet, decent connection.
I don't really. Mine's kind of choppy. Supposedly it got better. Let's see if I was to run a speed test right now. It would be, let's see. Not great. Download speed of 24, 25. 23, an upload speed of 16, which is not good. Supposedly I'm supposed to be able to get, the upload speed is, I guess, okay, but the download speed is supposed to be, if I was plugged in directly to the wall, 600. But they say because it's wireless, I lose a lot because I'm like, I don't know, 50 feet, 80 feet away from the router. But I don't know. Everyone's doing lives these days, even if it's not a live. If it's a Zoom, kids are on Zoom.
Oh yeah, yep.
Everyone's on some kind of live chat of some kind.
Yep. School, either if it's school or church or
even Thanksgiving. We did a virtual Thanksgiving dinner this year.
Really?
Because people are all over like my family's. I mean, we're basically in California, but San Diego, LA, the Bay Area, and we're up in Sacramento. So it was like 4 of us. Yeah. We did a Thanksgiving Zoom, which is kind of weird, but I guess it worked. It got boring after about 10, 15 minutes, and everyone said, all right, this is strange. I'm going to go. I want to eat.
I'm actually excited to look up this bag. I never looked up the bag.
Which bag?
The RCA bag.
Oh, the JVC bag?
Yeah. It's actually an RCA bag.
Oh, okay. Wait, so JVC and an RCA. Okay. Thing you remember is the cable-based internet is like a shower. Water pressure is good unless someone turns the dishwasher on. That's true. In neighborhoods, a lot of people are all taking showers. And especially neighborhood, my house has got this 4 of us, and all 4 of us are using, it's probably like, I would say there's 6 devices on at a time, not 4. It's like everyone's got a phone on or a TV on. The kids have the Oculus thing. Have you ever seen that? It's virtual reality. It looks like goggles.
Okay.
Looks like an ocular.
Yeah.
So they got that too, and they use that. And then what else? Yeah, I mean, I never had any of this stuff as a kid. We had one TV. It was like 18 inches. You had to walk to the TV to press the buttons on it. We didn't have a remote. Remember that changing? And then remember, if you couldn't get reception, somebody had to go hold the antenna.
Yes.
So you got it right.
Yeah, you're the same age as me. Yeah, I do.
So that was especially when I got like junior high age when I was with my cousins. That was me because I was the scrawniest kid. Yeah. So I'd be the one holding the little, the umbrella, the hanger, whatever we were using that day. Yeah. Going like this, like, oh yeah, just hold it right there.
Yep.
And the TV was so heavy; it was one of those wooden ones, heavy duty ones.
Yeah.
So I could actually sit on it and it'd be okay.
And if you had one of those antennas, a certain like you had money, like your family had a little bit of money. Yeah,
we didn't have an antenna. I don't remember an antenna. I remember a hanger that was bent to all heck.
Well, we had the one that you put outside, but my parent, like in my neighborhood, everybody would come over and watch the football game because my dad was a booster, so he was able to get the antennas. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. And then I remember back. I don't know if this is really dating me. I remember people that had like the cable boxes, but then they had the black boxes too.
Oh yeah.
And you get those, and they were legal to buy, illegal to use.
Yeah.
Which I never made sense to me.
Yeah.
Like you get it at the back. You order it at the back of like, what was the name of that magazine? It was some like electronics magazine. How's it going, Gravity Goods? How's it going?
Hey, Gravity Goods. How are you, buddy?
I do have the link up here just in case. I think I put that up here. If anyone's interested in jumping on. But yeah, I remember we had a black box, and then remember one year we were able to get SummerSlam or WrestleMania, one of those, for free. It was kind of half scrambled, but we watched it for free. So yeah, sorry, WWF, we stole some media from you back in like 1986.
Oh, I remember doing that.
Yeah, and then you try and descramble. Like HBO was the hardest to descramble. Usually we just get like cartoon channels and stuff. Like I think Nickelodeon was around there, or Disney, one of those.
JC's in the chat. I will say what we used to do. All I'm going to say is we had a family of 4 boys. So
I already know what you're going to say, so don't worry about it.
We watched some scrambled stuff.
Yeah, that was hilarious. I remember there was a bit on Saturday Night Live. I think it was one of those shows, and that's what they were talking about. They're like kids, like 14-year-old kids, trying to like, oh, what does that look like? Oh, what does that look like? Oh, that looks. I think I see it. Oh, okay. Yeah. And basically, they're looking at black and gray and white. I don't know what you call it. Yeah. Descrambled air. Yeah. Yeah, we spent many an hour doing that. And we were probably looking at nothing, to be honest. Yeah. You can kind of hear it. That's what you like. Look, I think I hear something. Yeah. Can't do that anymore, though. That sucks. My dad used to slam his hand on the back of the TV when it would go black, purple, or fix it. Yeah. Actually, that's why I'm so used to slamming my hand on the speaker right here when it starts buzzing. That's what I used to do on TV.
I did that to the car the other day. I punched the clock, and now it's working good.
You went all Back to the Future on me. Did it start?
The clock. No, the clock was
clock. Okay.
And it was faded out. So I just gave it a slap. I cracked the screen, but the screen, it lights up now. That's all that matters.
I think that the funniest thing that ever happened, 1990, 49ers versus Giants, NFC Championship game. And somebody fumbled the ball. I think it was Roger Craig. I can't remember. And one of my friends, he always remembers that his cousin was there, ran up to the TV, and just, I don't know what he did. I don't know how he punched it that hard. And the TV, he broke the TV.
Wow.
And it wasn't, I don't think it was a wooden one, but so by 1990, he probably had it's probably like a metal frame. But yeah, he was so pissed, he smashed the top of the TV, and that you still zzz, zzz, and it just went out.
Nothing fixes broken technology like physical abuse.
Yeah. Man, I used to watch a lot. We used to watch a lot of football games on crappy small TVs. Now that I remember it, and it's like a bunch of people in there, huddled in there, like 20 people watching a 25-inch TV. I don't even watch sports anymore that much.
When I met my wife, she still had the square tube TV, and I told her if she thinks that TV is coming with her, she might as well not get married because that TV is going in a dumpster the first time you leave the house.
Wait, is it one of the? Oh, is it like a 25-inch, or was it one of those giant ones where?
No, it was probably like 19 inches, but had the huge back. The back of it was just as big as the screen was.
Yeah,
it wasn't anything worth a ton of money. It was just I'm not having that in my house. I haven't had one for 10 years, and I want one.
My wife had one of the. It was giant. It was like 80 inches, but it's not the flat screen. It was like 1.5 feet deep. It was like those square things. It was pretty light. It wasn't that heavy actually. But it was one of the projection TVs. I think that's what they called them.
Yeah. Yep.
She had one of those, and then that lasted because her dad actually changed the tube. It was actually from 1995, and he changed the tube, I want to say, in the early 2000s. So it lasted to like 2012. That was an old Sony. Getting rid of that was a pain, though. Nobody wanted to take it.
Even nowadays, it's very hard.
Yikes. So I'm listing these pewter, they're like Dungeons and Dragons like pieces, like metal like dragons and wizards, and some of them seem like they're going for good money, but very few sold and very few are listed. So it's one of those things. I feel like it's kind of a half shot in the dark. Because I bought, I think, about 50 of them for $35.
Now, if I sell these tapes, can I sell them can I ship a media mail?
I believe the rule is as long as there's no advertising.
Oh, I don't know.
And you're allowed to. But here's the thing. This is what I do. It will pop up automatically if you sort by that. If you just type, and if you sell them as blank media, which I think that's what you're supposed to do. I don't think you're allowed to sell. I don't think you're even allowed to sell anything with commercials on it these days, even though a lot of people do. Because the only reason I say that is because I had a copy of the World Cup, Soccer World Cup from like 1998, and I put it up there, and then it got taken down because I think they said it's because it's ABC, whatever, broadcasting. Okay. So you know what, just put it up. You're not going to get like anything against you. Just put it up. And
I'm going to put it up. The first thing I'm going to put in the post, I'm going to put them up as used
adult personal VHS, so whatever they are.
Yeah. And the post, once they do description, I'm going to first thing I'm going to say is I do not know what's on these. You know, I'm going to say I don't know if it's like you said. I don't know if it's PG-13, or not. I don't know.
I would just say rated. I would say like 17 plus, something like that. So you kind of cover yourself.
Yep.
And it's still kind of technically within normal, TV kind of. Damn, I don't know how to describe this. Crystals. Crystal figurine. Castle. Broadcloth. Nothing fixes broken tech like physical abuse. I agree. Thankful. I'm starting to see people sell vintage stuff on Amazon too. It's interesting.
I hear that a lot. Yeah.
When I'm doing this research, I see it pop up. The only thing about that is that I tried that back in I want to say 3 years ago, and it just sat, and it has no rank.
Yeah.
But I don't know if people are searching for it more now.
Yeah, Cameron, I remember. I don't know if you're still here, but I remember when you used to have to put the aluminum foil on it too.
And don't even get into, I don't know if you ever played Nintendo, like the original Nintendo, trying to get that to work.
I saw, so Dave Tesla's been on Cat Show last night, and Tommy and Tracy's show. He's been on a lot this week. And he had a pile behind his setup. Mm-hmm. He had a pile of 12 old NESs just sitting there.
Nice.
He's like, yeah, that's my piggy. He goes, yeah, that's my piggy bank or something like that. I'm like, holy moly. But next time everything crashes down, if he sells them, he's going to make a mint.
Yeah. I mean, you just need to replace, I think it's the ribbon in there. I've never done it, but I've seen it done before. And then once you replace that, that's where all the dirt gets picked up. And then they usually work. Because most of the time you press on it and it has a flashing red light and it doesn't work. It's just because that's ribbon or whatever is worn out. Yeah.
I can't wait till I get a webcam so it doesn't look like I'm looking up on my screen.
Yeah, I'm always looking. I always look like I'm looking down because the camera is above my monitor. It's not made. It's not built in.
Yeah, mine is the one. I have two, and my laptop is a little lower. I can still see the other screen, but it's making me look. I mean, I'm looking straight right here.
Yeah, I'm kind of giving up. That's why I look like I'm doing this thing all the time. See, these are interesting pieces, but there's nothing on them. I can't tell where they're from. Pewter.
I got a college couple that they're young, they're like 19 and 20, and they were going to help me with my editing, but I thought that my editing skills on my phone was just as good as his.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was teaching her how to do listing, and she was picking it up. So they went away for a month, but when they come back down, I think I'm just going to give them $1 a listing, pitches and listing. I mean, and if they bang out, they don't care about this. So if they bang out, a bunch of listings, they can get, $30 a day or more than that. You know what I mean? Between the two of them.
if you can get $1 a listing for pictures and listings, that would be awesome.
With them, I can.
Yeah, with them, I can. That, because I tried that. I've had a couple people but they either wanted too much money or they, after a while. So after like a couple days, couple weeks, I'd be like, I'm not really interested in this anymore. So that's what I would say. Float it out there. Don't say too much. Let them do it and see how they like it. And if they like it, that's the hard part, is to get someone that likes it and is consistent.
Well, they would know they knew what they were making when they were working at a restaurant, and they were only taking home like $30, $40 a day between the two, maybe 60 between the two of them. So like they come work with me and they get like $30, $40, $50. They were like, we're only working 4 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Once they get used to it, they could probably do it faster than that too. So.
Oh yeah. In the beginning, I just paid them by the hour. So I paid them $40 an hour. I'm $40 an hour, $10 an hour.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, eventually they'll probably be, I mean, it kind of depends on what you're listing. Your stuff might, I don't know if they can list 10 items in an hour, but
they can.
Yeah. That's totally worth it then.
I could list, if I put my head down, I'm already having the pitches. So, you know, but I've done it to where I've done a half hour on pitches and a half hour on listing. And I've done 6 in an hour, which isn't that, you know, to some people that's horrible, but to me that's okay. But
I was listening to Pete. I think this is, I don't know how long ago this was, and he said that he says with all in, you know, taking pictures, research, listing, he said 5 an hour for a lot of the stuff he says was good enough for him. I don't know if it was for him or his employees, that if they do 5 an hour, something like that.
Okay.
Because also, you know, with Pete, a lot of his stuff, you know, you've seen all kinds of interesting stuff he gets.
When I found him, he was in his basement doing VCR stuff.
Yeah. I remember Pete when.
Is that true? That was him, right?
He was doing, I remember audio equipment.
Yes. And he would put like I just did, like he would literally buy tapes online just to put them with it.
Mm-hmm.
Just so he'd have the VCR, the tape, and the remote.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's when I found him. That was years ago. God,
he was one of the first guys that I appreciated, that he would go dumpster diving, not necessarily even to get stuff, but to get packaging materials.
Yeah.
And he would go in there and grab that, and he'd say, you know what, I'm good now. I have, 50 boxes or whatever. And then he would go back, and then he would show how to Frankenbox stuff.
Yeah.
Like you talk about, you know what, this VCR is a strange size. It's way too big for this. So he was one of the first guys that I saw make a video about Frankenboxing. And then he would even Frankenbox like the styrofoam and like cut it down to make it kind of go around. So
when I found the community, I was like geeking out because I didn't know anything like that existed. I was just on YouTube one day and I typed in reselling because I was always by myself.
Yeah.
And when I found it, I was like, "Good morning, Michael." I was like, "Man, this is crazy." And I would say I don't care. I say who I started watching, but I actually started watching like KC Rockstar Flipper and Lindy Glynn, and I was watching Justin and I didn't know Tommy was on there at the time, but I was watching Justin, Lonnie, and Cincinnati Picker. I think they had a morning show.
Mm-hmm. I think they did. They did a show together. I don't know what time it was.
But I think Tommy was on that as well. I think he said something like that. And I could have seen it and just not remembered.
Yeah, I remember there's so many people that I remember watching. I can't even remember their names. If I saw their faces, I probably remember them. But there was this, I remember there was a girl, I remember she had like different colored hair, and she was talking about like board games. Like she would be sitting in like her backyard. I think she had an English accent.
Okay.
I can't remember her name though. But she's still around, I think. I'm assuming she's, I don't know, who knows how many subscribers she has now. But there's a bunch of people that back in the day would talk about this stuff. And like, here's the funniest thing. On Amazon's main website, they used to put regular resellers on. This is 2014 when I first started on Amazon at FBA. They didn't even have like a fancy Amazon video. They had a reseller YouTube link. I forget the guy's name. And a guy, I'm not even talking about like a well-known reseller or anything now. It was a regular YouTube link to a regular reseller. He was sitting in his front yard, I remember. And he wasn't even talking about he was complaining about reselling, about how buyers don't pay or something like that. That's how little they put into, and this is Amazon.com I'm talking about, and not in 1995, in 2014. Right. So they put a regular, so if you could have been on the front, if you had a YouTube channel talking about reselling, you could have been on the front of Amazon.com. So I thought that was hilarious.
I'm listing that climate harness right now. Let's see how long it takes to sell.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5.
There you go, Southwest. Good luck. Hope you move well. Got it. Tracy decided to just pick up some of those DVDs instead of both just returned. They had yesterday when they were talking on last night. I was asking the whole panel, but like Tracy and all those guys. I was like, because I'm still like, it's not that I'm new. Like I know a ton, but like to YouTube, like I don't, I'm still new to YouTube. I have 2 videos or 3 videos, and like when I see some of these guys now, I feel comfortable. Like with Tracy, I'm not like geeking out or anything, but not in a like disrespectful way, but I sort of like I get a little excited like if I see like somebody in here that I know is a lot bigger than me, and like I straight up asked them, I was like, how should I act? Because I don't know, like, I want to say hello, but like they said, like when you go into the bigger chats and you see like Craigslist Hunter or Lonnie, for the next 15 minutes, it's hi Lonnie, hi Lonnie, hi Lonnie, hi Lonnie, and I don't want to disrespect and not say hello, but I don't pester them once I say hello.
Yeah. I would say I try and say hello to people, but I mean, usually I only have like 1 or 2 people saying hello to me, so it's easy for me. So I don't know what I'd do if that was me.
Yeah.
Man, you lowballers. Always lowballers. So do you do offers? Do you take offers?
Yeah.
I mean,
what I've been doing though, I used to put it on my listing when I do my listing, but lately I haven't done that because eBay's still sending me send an offer to these guys anyway. It's not on the offers that I have. So like if I list this harness right now, and I list it a regular price, eBay will tell me I got 4 watches. Do I want to send an offer?
Okay.
And it's not on. I don't have it under make an offer.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Also, another thing is with the items you're selling, people. Those are more. If someone needs it, they need it.
Yeah.
With like a T-shirt, when there's a million other T-shirts, you kind of have to market yourself a little bit more. So I think you're in a better position to not have to put offers in, especially if, like you said, there's a lot of times that JVC, there was no exact comparison listed.
Yeah.
So yeah, I should be. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to. I say I'm getting away from clothing, even though I have so much of it, but I will one of these days get 100% away from it. Other than maybe vintage stuff. Every now and then I'll find something. Like I found a Rolling Stones t-shirt. This is probably like a year ago. I've listed it way high though. That kind of stuff's interesting.
Yeah, that's right, Tracy. I totally get it. There's times where I do the same, where I got it on in the back, and or I'll just lurk. I'll lurk a lot. You know, I constantly have YouTube on. I don't watch TV or anything. I watch YouTube unless the Steelers are playing.
Yeah, I don't know how people handle chats. I really don't. Like I said, that's I see Tracy and Tommy. That I think you guys respond to a lot of people. To be honest, I mean, it's moving so fast too. Like, I mean, how do you even read them? Yeah.
Some have fun flipping asking if you have auto accept or auto decline. I've used it. I'll use it if the price is if I got something priced and I don't want somebody to like, you know, I got best offer and
Mm-hmm. Here's the thing about auto decline. I don't really like it.
The only time I use it.
Yeah, I mean, auto decline, I used to set that. Like, I remember when I was selling shirts and they were standard, you know, 25, 30 bucks. I would set auto decline at, you know, like 50 bucks. Or
Yeah.
I think it's a bad idea because if you ever have to go in and edit something, it's a hassle. So I don't do auto decline. If I miss the offer and it's too low, then oh well. But if it's something that I know I don't want to go back to, you could do an auto accept. That's better. Say you have an item, you have it listed for 200 bucks, and then you know you're going to accept 150. Then you know you're not getting any offers on it. I would do that, but I don't know. It's all a preference. It's based on the items you sell too. You can't just blanket your entire inventory with auto accept. I kind of shy away from auto decline, and even I don't know, auto accept. It depends on the item, because you never know, it might become more in demand too. That's another thing. Half time playing in room. Oh, the decline doesn't work because the difference could be 1 cent. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of auto decline at all. Even if it kind of makes life a little bit easier. I don't know. I know a lot of people use it, but I think it leads to trouble. Because another thing is you get lowballers, and they'll come in. Let's say you got something on for 50 bucks. They'll send you a $5 offer. You go back to them with 45 bucks, 40 bucks, and maybe they'll come back with 30. But if you had an auto decline in there, you never would have got that. Kind of depends how much time you have too. Who is this guy? Okay. Sharad Zul. All right. Nope, it lost Leroy. All right, appreciate you guys being here. Thank you, everyone. Type. I'm listing what looks like Dungeons and Dragons pewter figures. I think they are. Oh, I don't know if that's me or Leroy. I think Leroy's out. Yep, he's done. Thank you. Stephen Tofano. Here we go. Okay, what's everybody listing right now? I am listing. These kind of things right now. They're like, I got like 50 of these different pewter, I don't know if they're Dungeons and Dragons items. And a lot of them don't have anything written on the back. This one does. It was Fellowship Foundling Company, something like that. So I've got a bunch of these that I'm listing. Mail. What's the weather like? How's the mail? Is it lightening up, or is it still pretty heavy? Making breakfast, gonna list later tonight. Yeah, I kind of list sporadically during the day, but I get most of my listing done right now. in the morning time before anybody else gets up. Mail's not bad. Still waiting for the flood of packages. Because I remember there used to be a day. Do they hold the packages for a certain day? Like you have advertising on one day, packages on one day, Amazon on one day. Just listed a creepy looking Hatchimal. Looks like a horror creature. Now listing a rock band guitar. Nice. Yeah, anything rock band, especially like March, April. I didn't even have any, but those are going like crazy, especially if you have the dongle, if you can pair it with a game, the rock band stuff, even, you know, Guitar Hero, Rock Band, any of that stuff was selling. For a while, it lost value, but then this year it came back because everyone's at home. I know a lot of people that do. I think that the College Picker has a rock band tutorial or something like that. I don't know if you can get it for free or maybe it's paid. I don't know. But these guys, Guitar Hero and Rock Band stuff always does well, at least this year. Don't hear if it comes in, we deliver it then. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I knew a lot of people, like I was in shipping for years and years and years, so I know a lot of other mail people. I still know some actually here in California. And I remember one person was saying that they would get, on Monday, they would get the overflow of Amazon stuff. So basically it'd be the mail plus a bunch of Amazon and I guess overflow packages from the weekend. And I think it was Tuesdays that they had just advertising. So they didn't do packages. And then they went back to everything on Wednesdays. And then sometimes even Thursdays it'd have like other advertising stuff. And then it would lighten up again by Friday. And then Mondays, so they said Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays were their worst. It's a tough job. Delivering the mail. I think they say that when you first start working at the post office, you lose a bunch of weight in the first couple months, but then you gain it back once your body gets used to it. I guess it depends if you're driving or walking, though. Hey, Louie, how's it going? Good morning. Yeah, I had to jump off there last night. I slept pretty early. We had a movie night last night in the living room with the kids. It was like at-home staycation camping type thing. Used to watch College Baker a lot. Now his YouTube content is all about printers and printer tutorials. Yeah, he likes fixing stuff, I think, and kind of like he fixes his own car, fixes his own printers, all that kind of stuff. He likes those how-tos. I'm dragging was up till about 2 a.m. my time. I don't know how Callie does it. That belt buckle was awesome, man. Oh yeah. I lost out. I think it was like a tobacco Native American themed belt buckle, new in the package. It was like $15, I think it went for, something like that. Yeah, I hope so. We were watching some kids Australian sci-fi type show. I think we didn't stop till about, I think, 12. They were up late, but they're on vacation now. They're still sleeping. I think it is 7:30 my time. So Redman. Oh yeah, that buckle thing. Yep. Yes. So if anyone's interested, I think we lost. If anyone is interested, hey Tim, how's it going, man? If anyone is interested in jumping on, here is the link. I'm just listing figurines right now. And I don't know if Leroy's connection went down, but we will see. He'll probably text me if he can't come back. Packing and listening. Nice. Top of the morning. Top of the morning to you too. And if anyone is interested in putting their links in the chat, go ahead. I don't mind. If you guys are cool enough to stick it out with me, you can go ahead and put your link in the chat so other people can find you, maybe, of the 5 people that are watching. Let's see here. Computer. Okay, tied it up. Good show. Oh, nice. It's not a bad problem to have. Lots of packing to do. Get that done. I don't have much to ship out today, actually. Most of what I had went yesterday. I have a few things. Southern Geeks. There you go. I haven't posted on IG in a while. There you go. There's a Lone Star Picker channel. I need to post some more stories and stuff like that. I haven't really gone out sourcing very much, though. So most of my stuff is used clothing, so it's not the most interesting thing. Okay, let's see here. So what do you guys have as listing goals? How many people have a certain listing goal? Hey, Leroy, how's it going, man?
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Good. We lost you there for a
I
little
don't
bit.
know what happened.
Was it the internet? I don't know if you have Comcast. We have Comcast.
No, everything went black.
Okay.
And then I charged my phone back, my PC back in, but it did have 30%. And then I tried to go to my phone and check my phone, and I couldn't find my phone. When I walked in the warehouse this morning, I dropped it. No. And I walked by it 3 times and stepped on it. Didn't crack the screen because I have a big bulky screen, a big bulky.
Oh, nice.
So I was like panicking for the first few minutes, so I apologize for that.
Oh, no worries.
I can't get my stuff together here, Mo.
Nah, you figured it out. That's the main thing. It's just one of those days.
Now I'm like, PC, I gotta get everything back up again.
Was it a mini power outage or something, or what do you think?
It was a Leroy outage.
A Leroy outage.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Okay.
I think I see somebody.
Hey, good morning, guys. How you doing?
Pretty good. Let's see. Let's do this.
How you doing, Leroy?
Hey, good morning, sir.
All right.
Just listen.
Everybody's afraid you weren't going to make it, Leroy.
I was here.
No, we saw you here, but like in terms of the connect, you know.
Oh, no, I just...
You're getting there.
Oh, man, getting there.
You're right.
A Leroy outage. Yeah, exactly, a Leroy outage. I think we all get those once a week. Yeah, no, I'm good. It was... I just... yeah.
But to me, it feels like a hump day, you know.
It is.
It does. Is it Wednesday? I never know the days of the week anymore.
I'm trying to work a routine where I just, you know, where I just at least know that I think for me, especially with the last year, I realized in the last few months, if I don't have a routine on a specific day, and then it triggers that, you know, that reminds you, you're like, oh yeah, this is a Wednesday or this, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And some of it has to be non-reseller related. So it really sets precedence for that day. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. You got to get everything you need to get done, but doing that is not always the easiest thing.
I like the way you put it. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm gonna mope in the back. I'm gonna you'll see me get up and go.
Okay.
You know, I appreciated hanging out with you guys of the day when you guys came on my channel too, and when you let me on yours, and so I feel like I'm more productive. You guys have a good dynamic, you know, when I'm hanging out with you guys. So.
No, I like having other people on because if I see people doing stuff, then I feel like I have to move a little bit faster myself.
Yeah. It's like that pressure. Like I don't know. Yeah, you just got to hurry it up, and
yeah,
you know. And Leroy would get. Oh, he's on the phone. Are you on the phone, Leroy? Oh yeah. So he would get this being on the East Coast,
moves,
you know,
wheeling and dealing.
Oh yeah, he's always making a deal. I hope he gets a $5,000 deal today. I'll be right back.
Dragon.
I'm here, Mo.
No worries.
I was talking to the banker.
Talking.
It always seems like I always think of Deal or No Deal. When I see somebody on the phone when we're doing this, I always say, "Oh, they're talking to the banker."
Tell me you wouldn't take anything less than 50. Make it 100. Yeah. Make it 200.
Yeah. He said he'll give you 4 mystery boxes and $50.
There you go.
Let's see. I was going to tell you to open up the screen. I was going to look through Louie stuff, see if I could find something I wanted. I'm just going to stop picking.
It's pretty bad, Becky, but you know what? This is my staircase. Remember, I think somebody was giving me a hard time. It's like, that looks like my staircase. It's like, that's a pile of good stuff. I went through it back there.
That's all boxes, empty boxes, and bubble envelopes that I have to get. I have to go put them back somewhere else.
I gotta hire some high school, kid or something, or some college kid, and say, hey, we're gonna order pizza, we'll have beers, let's clean this place up today.
Yeah. I got 2, but I'm not giving them up. They're a boyfriend and girlfriend team.
Oh, that's even better.
Yeah. No. And I send them Cash App money just to help them out, just out of the blue. I'll send them like $20 Cash App. They're like, "Why'd you send that?" I was like, "That's a good boss."
Well, you know what it is too. You're also you're securing, like, especially when you can't hire them, or let's say you got to go out for 3 days for the weekend for whatever you're doing, like flea market or deals. You're ensuring that, hey, they don't go run away and go find something better.
That's what I'm trying to build.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm still building it, but that's what I'm trying to build. Yeah.
But you're saying you appreciate them too, so that's great.
Yeah, like my sign guy. I think I told you got the guy I had spin signs one Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I came in after 4 hours saying it started to rain. I can't do this. I'm like, it's not rain. It's barely wet. It's the kind of rain where you can't even, like, the cement was, like, you could see spots on the cement. I'm like, that's not rain. That's like dribble. That's drizzle. That's nothing.
Yeah, but when you how old is this person?
He was probably like 21. I'm guessing
this
20.
You hired? Oh yeah, you're when you talk like that to them, they're hearing their dad talk.
Yeah. I was like, that's not. I think I said something like, "That's not rain," and he kind of just looked at me. He's all, "Well, it's kind of cold." I'm like, oh, "Come on, it's like 4 PM."
I would just tell what I used to do to kids like that when I would manage them. I just why don't you just tell me the truth and you don't want to be here, and then I would document it, and then so when it came time, I had to let them go. Which usually you have to let them go.
Oh, he said that within the next 5 minutes. He's all, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go," and I never heard from him again. So I'm like, okay, whatever.
It's like, just have the integrity to tell me the truth.
I mean, I get it. It's a boring job, but I mean,
yeah,
I'd at least stick out the day, and then at the end of the day, say, this is not for me. But I get that. That's fine.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah,
you can't change their minds. You know what I mean? Like those type. It's kind of like, remember that story you told me where the guy he did the opposite. He had to let you go.
Yeah.
But not that you were, but you were, you're not happy.
I was pretty bad.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Kind of. Yeah. Sorry about the noise.
No worries.
Let me know if I should mute.
No.
Everybody in the live's like, yeah, mute.
Mr. Sadie, how's it going, man?
Hey, Louie.
Yes, sir.
This is Mo's channel, but I've been on it a lot, and I charge $5 for shout outs. So I'll send you my Cash App link. Just send me the $5, and you can give one shout out a day. Anything like that is $10 a shout out.
Go ahead, shout. Here's the echo. Go ahead, shout into this box, and then I'm gonna put it in here like this, and then I'm gonna ship it, and then I'm gonna say, hey everybody, this is Leroy's shout out. When you open the box, it's just gonna go boom, and then they're gonna jump on this. It's gonna like.
Do you ever see that on?
What's that?
You ever see that on eBay where they sell? They say something like some celebrity's breath is in this jar, and they sell the jar. Like I don't know, whoever so Michael Jackson's breath in a jar.
And you know what? They can legally. They probably have somebody there that actually their name is Mike and the last name is Jackson, and they probably, then they say it's actually Michael Jackson's breath.
Yeah,
it's like whatever. You want to tell them to jump in the lake, There
you go. Is that like a New York insult? I heard there's one something about, is it chew on rocks or chew gravel?
Yeah. Yep. Kick rocks, chew on rocks.
I cracked up when I heard that. I was working at the college bookstore, and there was this girl there, and she had a thick, I think it was a New York accent, I'm pretty sure, but it was very thick. And then she kept telling people, go kick rocks.
That's a nice way of saying.
Yeah.
Nice way of saying punk.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can say punk on this show, so I'm good.
Oh. Everyone got a kick out of it because they kept pestering her to get her to say it again.
I just can't say punk anywhere
by an inch. Just by an inch.
That's what my ex-girlfriend used to say.
Yeah, Mo, the thing with the jump in the lake, that actually I learned in the West Coast. My uncle Louie, my uncle, he was hilarious. He spoke like 6 languages. Anyway,
okay.
But he would when he was telling us, he was one of these storytellers, and his hands would always be like this because he's Italian. He's like, and when he didn't like somebody or something, he would go, hey, listen, I'm going to tell you something. I want you to go take a long walk off a short pier and go meet me at the bottom of the sea.
I worked in the union for almost 15 years. I seen all that stuff.
If anybody knows, I heard what you said, Leroy. And Leroy, I can guarantee you, Mo, Leroy, and guys that know, like anybody that's been in the union like him, they probably got some of the best stories with some of the, and I use the term, in a certain fashion, the wise guys, or just the paisans and they could be Irish, Italian, whatever, those old school kind of guys. Let me tell you, and the thing is, these are stories. When I say stories, like the way they act, the way they say things, just like to go kick rocks, that kind of, and they would, that stuff comes from like hundreds of years ago. Like kick rocks is probably an Irish thing. Hey, I don't got that, it's like, boom, go kick rocks.
I love, maybe I'm super stereotyping here, but I love like De Niro movies, like Pacino, all that kind of stuff.
There's a reason it's successful,
Yeah.
Like I'm listening. I'm going to put myself on mute. Go ahead.
Okay. No, I was like, because when you said that, I remember like, have you ever seen Donnie Brasco? And they're talking about with Pacino and
I was in Queens when they filmed some of that. It was filmed a lot of it in Queens. Yeah, I had a jacket sold as I was very careful the way I worded it, but like it could be confusing that it was an actual one, but I didn't say it was. But I had the exact same jacket that Donnie Brasco wore.
Was the leather jacket?
That orange one that he walks in that bar with when he meets Al Pacino. I looked at it. I had 2 people confirm it. I wrote somebody that was a costume designer. They go, that could have been one of them. And I'm like, so I wrote in the description on eBay, I don't know, that could be one of, and somebody in LA bought it from me.
Nice.
And they were a lawyer, and they were like they were in the Hollywood industry. And I went, so I sold it for like $500.
I see that all the time. You ever see that, like where people put the picture of the celebrity in the listing?
Yeah. They did on it. I don't know why, but Instagram, that's a good thing. It's a sales and marketing, right?
Yeah. I'd be a little, I get a little nervous putting somebody's picture up if it's got nothing to do with the product. But I mean, if it looks like it, it looks like it. Go for it. Maybe you get a sale out of it. But yeah, when he was talking like that, I remember that Donnie Brasco, they were talking about the different. What is it? They said like, oh, forget about it, and how the different uses of forget about it, and it's based on the way you say it, like the different tense, or like if you're angry, if you're sad, if you're whatever. So you probably get a lot of that up in the or you did in the Northeast there.
Yeah, but like forget about it, they got worn in the ground. But like if you were amongst like some guys that were like in family and like you're really having a deep conversation, like you're at dinner and and like, hey Ma, where are you going? I gotta go get some groceries, and your dad's in the the hospital and this and that. And, hey Mom, why don't you forget about it? I don't got time for that,
Yeah.
And it's like, but it comes up once in a while, but like it's not like the movies. But the one I do love and people run it in the ground is that it's people either get it or don't, but there's a deeper root to it is the fugazi. The fugazi.
Oh, that's a real, like a fake, a fugazi?
Yeah. But it was actually, people don't know this, and I know this because my uncle on the West Coast, he helped start the Italian Athletic Club in San Francisco, and with my grandfather, and that was a unique story. I went there, and these guys would go, hey, is your grandfather so and so, Berzoni? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, you look like him, And so I was like, yeah, that's my granddad, And then they would tell me these stories, and then this stuff would come up, and I'm like, wow. And then one of them was like, hey, most of us are from the West Coast. We're not New York Italian. And I'm like, okay. And then we're from this generation, but we're from this location. And I'm like, oh, okay. We're more of this. Like they had certain type of workers,
Yeah.
And a lot of them were like Leroy said, they were all in, the unions, and they had like little special connections, and you couldn't get a job. And if you got a job, you had to stay in the job. That was it. You were locked,
And these guys will come in, and the steward is the guy who represents the union. I was in the laborers union. I was in New York, and they'd have a trash guy come in. And I was at the job. We had to be at the job at 5:30. I was at the job every morning at 3:45. There was always a trash truck. He was the first, not 4:45, 4:45. He was always the first truck because he didn't want to wait in the line because there was 6 dumpsters they had to pick up every day.
Okay.
Wow.
He would leave his house early so he could get through. It was the Navy base, not the Navy base, the college out there, West Point.
Okay.
And he would always get
he went to West Point?
I was at West Point. I was there working. Yeah. So he would go, and the steward would always have 2 coffees. He had one in a thermos and one in a cup. And I was like, how do you always have a coffee first thing in the morning? He said, you see that guy in the truck right there? He wants to be first in line. If he doesn't get me a coffee in the morning, he's not first in line. And he's found out the hard way. And one day I went up to him and said, hey, I said, you're first today. He said, yeah, Dunkin' Donuts was open. The other day, Dunkin' Donuts wasn't open. He wouldn't let me first in line. I waited until 8:30 in the morning to be able to get a dumpster.
You're going to
I can't make this up. I can't make this stuff up. I can tell you.
You're going to scratch my back. I'm going to scratch your back. You're going to scratch my back. Hey, if you don't like it, let me tell you what's going to happen. But I love how Leroy asked Leroy to say the word coffee 3 times.
I was thinking the same thing. I don't want to say it, but I just because he kept saying it, so I'm like, I'm gonna go get a coffee.
And one more story. Since Louie's telling stories, I'm telling stories. So I was at a job, and the steward was. I was in Boston, and the steward was. He was a wise guy. He was an older guy. He didn't like me. They didn't like me because I was a foreman for the company. I was considered a kiss butt because I didn't work. I wasn't straight on the union. I worked for a company. So he was going around getting all the copper. So the copper went to us. The copper went to the steward and to the labor foreman. And if I wanted to share it, I would share the scrap copper. He wasn't saving it. He was going around. He was stashing it in different places. He'd come in on a Saturday overtime, grab $200 worth of copper, get paid for the day, and get $200 for the copper. Now, I don't play. I'm not like big like them, but I don't care. You want to take my life, then you go for it. So I said to him, I said, hey, where's my share? Next week, nothing. Next week, where's my share? Nothing. He said, hey, Leroy, did you see a couple piles of copper? I said, yeah. He goes, where are they? So they're in a dumpster. Did the truck come yet? Yep, truck's gone. What do you mean you threw my copper away? Kid, you don't run this town, blah, blah. I said, I don't run this town, but I'll tell you right now, if it's in my trash barrel and it's in a trash barrel that I empty out, I'm throwing it in a dumpster until I get a cut. Well, guess what? I started getting a cut.
Yep. Wow.
Don't mess with Leroy.
You're not working me over.
Leroy, you don't know it, but you got to, whether you like, it is not a race thing. Whether you like, you're Italian. You got Italian. You're like, you got that Irish Italian thing going.
I just told him how it is. I said, hey, Mo.
I love it. That's funny. Hey, where's my cut?
Where's
my cut?
Where's my cut?
Happy. He was not happy at all. But I started getting my cut of the copper. He come in, hey, Leroy, here's $60. I said, I know that's not what you made, but all I want is the respect. I want the money. All I want is the respect. I don't care if you don't give me 50% of it, but you got to give me something.
Yeah.
Wow. Leroy's a shrewd businessman. I love it. I love it. You heard it here on Reseller Niche.
That's right. You're going to be in the next, what do you call it, movie? We need to call up.
Either that or I'll be dead. One of the two.
No. Hey, forget about it.
Forget about it.
All right. Here's a new thing, you guys. Whenever even though I don't have my picture on your show, I'm gonna be one of you guys. We're gonna be like the wise guys of the midweekers. Like, all right, the wise guys resellers show. You need to change the name, the wise guys.
The wise guys. And you just end everything by forget about it. Forget about it.
That would be funny. We should do like a picture of all three of us, like just dress and hey, forget, hey, and do one of these where Leroy's like, hey. No, Leroy will be like this. This is what you do. You go, Leroy will be like, where's my cut?
He's holding a copper pipe. He can hold a copper pipe. I'll hold a cup of coffee.
If you didn't show those guys who was boss, then they're gonna walk on you.
Yeah, now that makes sense. You gotta,
I'm not a tough guy. I'm really not a tough guy, but I'm not gonna let you walk on me. If I'm doing the same job as you, and you're making an extra $300 a day, $300 a week, and I'm the one that's putting the copper in your pile. No. My mother is a fool, not a sucker.
It'd be a different thing if he came and he says, listen, I know it's not a lot to you, but I kind of want to take it all. And do you mind, but like he's hiding it and he's being rude and he's lying to you. And like you said, it's in your garbage can.
So then what I started doing is I started going around to all the tradesmen because the tradesmen loved me. All the trades, I wasn't the one making the copper mess. They were. So they started putting aside for me. Hey, Leroy, did you get Bianca? They called it the Bianca Fund. Did you get your Bianca Fund? I left it over there. Oh, yeah, I got it. Thank you very much. They called my daughter fund. They called it the Bianca Fund. Did you get the Bianca Fund?
What?
Bianca.
See, that's where it becomes kind of like that European mentality where it's like it's about the family. The money is not about. It is about respect, but it's respect because you got.
The $60 I used to just eat it. I didn't care about the $60. But to me, it was more about the respect.
Yeah.
Better believe it.
Hey Mo, you missed it last night. Louie saw the better half of the Blood family.
Oh, your brother showed up again?
No, my other half.
Your other half. I'm sorry.
My bed partner.
Oh, nice.
The wife.
What? Just say wifey. She was I got an exclusive. And what was that? Was that the live I did, right? Because Mo just jumped off. Mo was like, Mo was doing one of these things. Hey, I don't got time. Get out of here. I don't want to be here no more.
I had to get out of there to the post office.
Hey, I got better things to do with my time, and right now I'm gonna go kick rocks.
Yeah, I do try to keep it real. This is in the chats. Yeah, I do try to keep it real. I don't try to disrespect anybody. I will do anything for anybody. But I'm going to tell you how it is. It might hurt me sometimes, but I'm going to tell you how it is. You can't, when you go into these different jobs and stuff, you can't let these people walk on you. It's the same thing about auctions. And I go to auctions to buy stuff, and Louie will tell you, these guys, once they get to know once they know your style, they're going to start walking on you. They're going to start upbidding you.
And everything. Leroy, can I tell you something? I'm glad you said that about the auctions, though, buddy. You know why? Because I've always gone to like real live auctions all my life since I was a kid. They have flea markets, and so they had this one with a big giant tent. I mean, this was a real deal. But they had wholesale stuff. But they would, get people to buy, and people would come in. Once in a while, they'd have some like rare stuff, but they would sell. Like, hey, we actually have 10 of these. Anybody want them? The pan thing, whatever they're selling. But they would, like, it was the old school days back in the 70s and 80s. I remember as a little kid. But lately, I'm getting back into auctions, both online, still go to a couple of live ones. What's that, Mo?
I would say that I need to do more than that. Sorry, go ahead.
No. Yeah, let me say this, because then I want to hear your thing on it. I'm telling people they don't know what they're missing out. Like, I've seen people sleep on stuff, people falling asleep, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? I've got 3 hats, all signed by baseball superstars, and I got some other stuff. I'm telling you, like, I paid probably like $10-15 for these. All I got to do is get them graded now, and go send them in, and that's it. And I'm like, what is going on? And this guy was a big name who was selling this stuff. I don't want to say who, but really nice guy, and I love him. But I was like, I'm not going to say nothing. If nobody's bidding this up, I'm not going to do anything. So I kept my mouth shut. I put in a bid. I shut up. Boom. He's like, okay, if nobody else is interested, we're going to let this go. He said, where's everybody? There was like 40-something people, almost 50 in the chat. Nobody was bidding on it. I'm like, people are sleeping.
Yeah.
And you got to know, know your niches. It's like your name, Mo. So let me tell you something. Back to what Leroy said, he's so right. He's so on it. Is the etiquette. If you're not careful, like I've been with Luis and we're watching people. Some people make a big scene and this and that. And we're like, hey, this is about respect. You come in, you want something. Don't complain because somebody bid you up. You can't do that. Don't complain like, oh, I really need this. People come in with different attitudes. Ask Leroy.
And you're dealing with online people. I haven't really done much bidding online. So you're dealing with people with keyboard. I call them keyboard bullies.
Yeah.
They got a lot of mouth when it comes to the keyboard.
It's a number. The numbers don't lie. If I bid $17 over your 15, then I'm winning.
Yes.
Yeah. Let me step up next to you. Yes, sir.
You go ahead. No, go ahead. You first.
My thing is, and I'm not trying to act tough. If anybody rewatches this or there's anybody in the chat,
you are. Yeah, go ahead.
I go to these auctions, and I'm talking live auctions. Okay.
Yeah.
They will literally bid you up on the other side because they see you. They will hide from me. They will start off here. One day they'll be sitting here and they'll see me bidding. Then the next day they're sitting here. They got to assign seats. The next day they're sitting here. The next day they're sitting back over here again. So what they're doing is they're bidding behind me. And then what happens is now the auctioneer knows what you like. After you start going to that auction, you guys got to be careful. I want to make a video on this. You got to be careful when the live auctions come back up, because what they're going to do is the auctioneer is going to upbid you. He's going to upbid you. He's going to look at Louie. Louie ain't bidding jack diddly doodah. Okay?
Right.
And he's going, I got $10 looking for 15. I got 15, 20. I got 25, 35, 45. I got 45 looking for 50. I got 55, 55, 60. And he's bidding it up. He knows that you're going to go to the next bid. This guy already knows your body language.
Yeah. Well, that's their job, but that's their job, right?
It's not their job to bid you up when nobody else.
I don't think he's allowed to actually increase the numbers. I think he's allowed to say what the highest number is and ask for, is anyone there for 35 to
But I think if I understand Leroy, let me just jump in, Mo. I think if I understand Leroy, there could be one of two things. Like he said, when he says bid him up, he can even just pretend like he's getting a bid over here because you're doing this. You're focused on the auctioneer, and if he's being a jerk and going, hey, the higher I sell this, I'm getting, because the auctioneer gets a percentage, right?
Yeah.
They get a big cut.
He knows your body language. He knows your body.
I just do this sometimes. At the beginning, I shut my mouth, and towards the end, but I play it different every time.
But
they don't make eye contact. You see Mo at an auction and be like this.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna say, "Oh, that's Mo really wanting it." Some of these guys are smart. They'll go. They'll know. They'll go like, "Let's say you've been there."
That's
what
that's my tell.
Mo,
you guys play poker? Everyone has a tell, right?
Give them 3 minutes. When it starts to die down, here comes Mo. Like, and then you go like, "Yeah, I'll have it." Like, and they're like, boom. But there's so many different. Let me tell you something. It's really not that complex. But everybody thinks they got a different strategy. What it is there's so many voices in auction, and like you said, like Leroy said, not all of them are bullies, but they're bid uppers, and they'll cram it down your throat so hard. So I talked to this guy who is a little braggadocious, but he goes, "Oh, I'm not afraid." Because when I come in there and I'm gonna let it off on them. And he thinks, but sometimes it works against you. Like you're good at like dropping it on somebody. You didn't want it for 150. As soon as it goes 160, 175, boom, and they look at you, you turn your back, because by the rules of auctioneers, they gotta have some symbol from you. They gotta have that vocal.
My very first
either this or something. You gotta wave, or you gotta say yeah, or just whatever.
You gotta be careful. Even this, they may take as a yes sometimes. You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
My very first Instagram post was at an auction here in the South. Okay, it was about a year ago, and I got a copy of it. I'm gonna let you guys hear it. Now, me being from Rhode Island, I don't know the language down here. Like, no disrespect, but they talk different. Okay, now think about the way that I was just calling. I've called auctions, so when you saw me doing that, I actually have called auctions. I don't have a license, but I had local houses when they went to the bathroom.
What do you mean? What do you mean that you called? You called them about what, though? What do you mean?
No, I called like I just did. Like, I got 5 looking for 10. I got 10. I got 10, 15. I got 15. I got 25, 35, 35, 40. I got 45, 50, 55, 60. I got 65. I got 65 looking for 75. I got 75, 85. I got 95. I got 95. 95. Now we got 110 in the red hat. 110, 15, 115, 130.
You do that good. You're good.
I used to call, so but I got this video. I will wait for Mo to come back, and it's funny because I used to have to really when I go to this guy, and I like this guy's auction. When I started going to this guy's auction, I had to really pay attention. And at the end, the next time I went to his auction, I walked up to the son. I said, "Hey, I really appreciate your auction house. You and your family do a good job. I'm new in the area."
But people misunderstand. They think you're kissing up, and that's not true. You're just being polite, because then they're going to remember.
That's when I gave him the $25 gift card for Starbucks. That's the kiss up part.
Yeah. No, I meant like but people can misperceive that. Like, like, oh, what's want? But no, you're just saying, "Hey, I just want to tell you, I like your work."
But those $25 gift cards saved me $125 because he didn't bid me up.
There you go. And you know what? And who knows what else you probably got out of the deals, right? How long you been doing auctions, you say?
I never, like I said, there was a couple of guys that I used to go to their auction all the time. If they had big auctions, they would slide me in. So a lot of times, if they had a car that just sold, say they just sold a car, what they would do is they'd say, "Hey, Leroy," Joe would say to me, "Hey, Leroy, I just got to make sure that I need to sign this paperwork," because people will come just for that one car. So he's like, "I need to sign this paperwork. Can you jump in and just do?" And he would have it set up, do lot 200 to 225, and I would jump in and I would do lot 200 to 25, and there was no pay, but I got a lot of practice. So Mo, check this out.
Yeah.
This is my very first Instagram post. If you go back and see it, I don't know.
You missed it when he was doing his.
That's not me. That's the auctioneer, and I couldn't understand. I had to go up to him. I was like, I like when you do the 1, 2, 10, 20, 30, 40. I like when you do that because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm new around here, and I can't. Sometimes I can't understand you. And then they gave me a $20 gift card, $25 gift card.
Yeah.
And the guy's nice to me, and he'll drop stuff on me. When I say drop stuff, that means like he'll be bidding this, and he'll know it's me, and he'll be like, oh, 25, 25, 25, 30, 25 going once, 25 going twice, sold, and he'll just drop it if somebody's not paying attention. So I got some good buys that way.
Nice. Let me ask you this, Leroy. I know you're a Steelers fan. Do you support any Boston teams, any New England teams at all?
PC,
no.
PC, maybe Providence College basketball.
Okay, I guess that's close. No, because the only reason is because Louie was talking about signed hats. This is the only one that I have to send in right here. I still haven't sent it in. This one right here. Supposedly, the guy I got it from said this is signed by the '86 Celtics. I haven't got it authenticated yet, but I can actually see where it says Bird on there. I actually see where it says McHale, and where is he? I can see a couple of bit, but
hey, I would auction that off.
So what I'm gonna do, I've been talking about this and you can see it's official. Let's see here. You can see the tag on there too. I'm going to send this in to get it authenticated. I've been sitting on this for like, I don't know, a year or two.
Who signed it?
Supposedly this was signed at the 80s when they won the 86, or during the 86 season, the entire Celtics team. Now I can actually
like Leroy said, you might want to see if you can find a nice way to keep it nice and put it in a plastic and
keep it in plastic the whole time. It was always a little bit worn, to be honest, though. But
okay,
it's in good shape. The signatures are in decent shape, but not great shape. Okay. They never were. But I could.
Okay.
You know what?
Still see where it says Bird, McHale. Still see what it says. There's at least there's about 12 signatures on here.
You know what somebody taught me before?
Yeah.
So you can buy these. So this is Frank.
Hey, Frank, how's it going?
That's Louie. That's Louie down there, Frank. That's
Frankie baby.
Yeah. And Frank's my hat guy. But a guy taught me, right? What you do is you can buy these cheap. You can order these online and you can buy them because they'll sell them damaged because people don't like them damaged. And what you do is you just get a saw or you just heat them up and you cut them. You cut them in half. So it just sits on the table. So it just has the head type. Okay.
Gotcha.
What you do is you get hairspray and you spray the inside of the hat.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You spray the inside of the hat so it gets damp. So it's a little damp.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you take the hat and you put it on Frankie's head and you let it sit there and it helps get those wrinkles out. Or scotch. You could use scotch too.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think these are you know what these are? These are dry cleaner secrets right here.
These are too many years.
Be careful with the scotch. The scotch I'd be careful with because some tips I know is I would start with the light Aquanet hairspray. But first, like Leroy said, but everybody does a different tank. He'll push all those bags in it, Chernock and stuff. I do a little bit different. I have other things. I like something sturdier, like a towel, and I shove it in there, and then it forms it really nice. Once I spray with Aquanet, I get something that is compatible with materials that is like clothing. I get spray starch, and that holds it.
That makes it a little thicker then. Yeah.
Oh, it keeps a nice form. Yeah, it's nice.
Gotcha. For this one, what I'm gonna do is I think I am gonna try and get it authenticated first though, and then
I would.
We'll see. I've never had anything like I've never even graded a baseball card, to be honest. But the other thing I wanted to show, since I just went out, I was going to show this. This is what I was talking about this morning. Let's see if I can grab it. Man, this thing's heavy. If Leroy is still there.
He went to go get something.
No, okay. Because
he's ordering us a pizza.
Really? I like extra cheese.
I like a little extra cheese, but like good cheese and mushrooms. I don't know if you like mushrooms.
I do. I like everything on it. All right, I'll wait for him to come back because these are tools that I picked up some tools for the first time yesterday. So what did that Jordan get auctioned off yesterday? How much did I go for? I'd be interested.
I don't know. I mean, it's online. I don't know if it's proper etiquette to mention online. And
okay, well, just say, did it go for what it was worth?
Let me just put it this way: somebody started the bid off at 20.
Okay.
And the next bid won it.
All right.
And it was like
it was shot for the moon on the second bid, I'm guessing.
When that second person put their bid down, it was like a poker move.
Okay.
And they threw it down. And when they threw that price down, everybody in the chat went from brrr, and then stopped.
Gotcha.
And I was like, oh, and it was a pretty good one. It went, and like nobody was bidding against this person. That's all I gotta say.
I'll take a look. I'm seeing that. It was a
Jordan that was there last night in the live. Go ahead and put it. Have fun flipping. If you were there, I don't know. I mean, to me, talking about money and stuff on on lives and stuff, it's like I don't know. Leroy understands. It's like you don't talk about this.
Okay, no worries. I'll take a look at it myself. No worries.
Hey, Louie, did you see that comment? They said next time you guys do a live, have Leroy on there calling the auction.
Yeah, no, I said I know, right? I said that would be like I could see you.
All right, Leroy. This is the thing I was talking about. This is the box.
Mo, go like this. Tilt it.
All right, I'll open up in a second. So that was it was 50% off, so I got it for just under $20. This thing is.
Hey, Leroy.
Yes, sir.
Let's see if I can drop it. That right there. I don't know if you can see it.
What is that?
I have to look it up. It's some kind of break.
Mo, take it take the red piece out of the box, please.
Yeah, and can you make yourself enlarge yourself?
Oh, it is both pieces. It was just together.
I thought so. Enlarge yourself. Make yourself bigger. Not your head, just the item.
All right.
You're gonna hurt his feelings. Leroy, you gotta tell him, please.
My head can't get any bigger.
Look, he's crying right now.
All right, that's it right here.
Oh, look at that.
Thing is heavy. I feel like this is 10 pounds right here.
Turn it the other way. So you have the two boats. You have the other two boats. What? Now you can put that down.
Okay.
You have two more boats. Let me see the two boats you just had. Are those longer?
Okay.
You get me excited. So those are longer. Those are extensions. The other ones you showed me doesn't have those extensions.
And then it's got some other parts too. Damn, these things.
It's all in the case. Is it all in the case?
So there's extensions and those are to help push and those. Okay, Mo, you got money there.
Nice.
You got money there with the box.
Help them out.
Throw it on there. Throw it on there for $2 and change. Start it off. It's gonna be a long tail. Okay. Throw it on there for $250.
Okay.
See what you get. Put best offer. See if you get any watches.
Okay.
every week, drop it down $10.
Okay.
Well, yeah. Can I come in? Of course, I got to give my opinion. Do like you said, do it 250, but do 240, 249.75, and then drop it down by like by that. So it goes next time it's down. It's like it'll look like it's really dropped. Like it'll go, 239.75 or something like. Just it's that psychology, and then you're dropping it down $10, but it looks more because you're dropping it underneath that low number.
And as soon as you get an offer for $1.75, take it.
Take it. All right. Yeah, it's not bad for $20.
You got $20 in it.
Wow.
I'm going to show you how to make 300 listings into 300 sold on the same screen. I'll help you out.
Sounds good to me.
Who loves you, baby?
Oh, you guys, Leroy does. Leroy does. You guys get me excited today.
I was thinking of Leroy yesterday. I was telling him that I was walking down a thrift store and there's nothing there. Empty cart. I'm like, there's a giant thrift store and I've got nothing in my cart. And I said, let me go back because I always start with the what do you call it? The desk, the counter there where they have their fancy stuff or what they think is fancy. So I'd already walked by it. I walked right back to it. And this guy had already picked this up and he said, oh, let me see what's in that box. And then I was watching him and I'm like, I want to see what's inside that box. So he put it back. So I grabbed it. And I said, you know what? There's some tools here. I don't know what the heck it is. It says Wilson something or other. I'm grabbing it.
Oh, nice.
KR Wilson or whatever it was. It was made in USA.
US made.
USA made. Yeah.
Leroy, Mo is the guy you got to watch out for if you go shopping with. Like when you go sourcing with him, he's standing right behind you. Yeah, put it down. You don't want that. He's using his Jedi mind tricks. He's like, you don't want that.
I'm the physical sniper.
Hey, I'm going to help him out. That's what I'm going to do. And maybe I'll even buy it for him.
Uh-oh. Look at this, Leroy. Look at this. Leroy's coming out there. I appreciate it.
Who loves you, baby?
This is going to be my first tool that I've ever listed, I think.
Hey, did Callie change his logo? Because I was looking for his page last night, and I see this logo that he has here.
Who?
Callie Resale.
Oh, yeah, he changed it from his old one. But on YouTube, it's the same one as the Instagram, except on YouTube it's red, and I think it's still black on Instagram, but it's the same logo. Yeah. You know what he said? He says he's got all these girls hitting him up, and he's got to like really look sharp. So,
He said he wanted to be. He looks like my logo now.
He said he wanted to be like you.
I wish I was like him. You guys got to stop, man.
What is this like? Hey, watch this one, Leroy. Watch my East Coast thing. Hey, what is this? A bromance? What are you bromancing? Come on, shut up. Forget about it. Oh, this is gonna cost me more than I want to send it for.
Yeah, I was going out of my comfort zone yesterday.
Wow.
I got
do I send it?
I've never bought.
No, go ahead.
I looked this one up. This one only goes for like $25 though.
Can I ask you guys a question about? I mean, I think I know the answer. I'm going to say, of course, you don't have to, but you guys use pirate ship, right?
Every now and then, depending on if it works. For you, I think pirate ship will be really good for me because we're both on the other extreme ends of the country. So it does. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not.
So I'm shipping some to Florida, yada yada, whatever. So I put in the dimensions, and I put the envelope or box in a bag, but it doesn't matter. Just I guess I will have to. But because I've used that and I'm using cubic feet, I guess I should just test it both ways. I mean, I don't have to put the bagger on the box, do I, to get that rate? Because it comes up as priority anyway.
You don't have to, as long as it's in priority packaging of some kind. Priority means, unless it says priority like flat rate, like medium flat rate, large flat rate. If it says priority and you just type in the dimensions, you don't have to put it in a bag, or you can use just priority boxing or bagging of whatever kind. A lot of people do.
Funny. I did the comparison. There's on pirate ship there's the drop down. It says box or rigid packaging, right? And then when I put that, it comes up 6 cents more on the same priority dimensions.
Yeah.
6 cents more than if I put it in a bag in a box. And I'm like, my poly bags, I got to use those giant ones. Those things are like 25 cents each. So like, why would I want to spend a quarter more and do extra work and then just throw it in a box, which this is what I'm trying to ship. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's a standard 12 by 10 by 8. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think for a lot of people, putting it in the bag and getting that dimensional rate, that's kind of like the pirate ship trick, I think. I don't use pirate ship very much, but they'll put it in the poly bag and they'll get a slightly cheaper rate.
See, but that's what I'm saying. And I will say it's cheaper than like if you were going to use eBay or PayPal sometimes.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at it, and the more I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's not always cheaper to put it in a bag. I mean, it's, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, depending on what your cost of goods are and whatnot.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Hey, Mo.
So.
Nice.
Mo, he's talking to you.
Check him out. I mean, like I said, for me, sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. So I just always compare.
I think Leroy said something to you, Mo.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
On the tapes, I put 3 what they are home. I put home video unknown content is what I saw somebody else sell it.
Mm-hmm.
Unknown content, reusable.
Yeah.
Vintage 1990s.
Yeah, and you might want to say either home or personal or something like that, so they know it's not like it's from a person as opposed to like a Sony or Columbia picture.
Yeah, and it says that's what it says. Home video.
There you go.
Oh, okay,
that's good. Yeah,
and then in the description, I put so Louie, I have 2 tapes. I don't know if you heard. I have 3 tapes. I don't know if there's anything. I don't know what's on them. I don't know if there's anything bad, so I just don't want to get in trouble. So I put I picked these up at the yard sale. They're reusable. I do not know what content is on them. It could be X-rated or it could be a family trip.
Wow, I wouldn't even put that. Just say I'm not responsible. Well, yeah, that's kind of scary. Imagine if you end up sending a snuff film or something like that.
God.
That's scary. I mean, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hey, I won't get V-Road for this, but I'll get V-Road if I put a CPAP machine on.
Yeah. No, you can't get V-Road. You can get busted by the person who buys
the government.
It's a long shot. To be honest, most you get is a nasty email. Hey, what did you sell me? You sell me a blah 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 on a video. So
send it back. No, but when you put that and you'll see it, like, not saying X-rated, but there are content creators. I'm not going to say any names. Louie knows who I'm talking about, and not just these guys, but there's other people that people will buy used sticks, like the memory sticks, and they will buy those because they want to go through their nosy. They want to go through and see. So when this person listed,
I don't know nothing.
Yeah. When these person,
we'll tell you behind closed doors.
When the other person listed these, they knew what they put. They put it in bold letters, unknown.
Yeah, but if they're doing it for YouTube, we know that regardless of who, it's a strategy. It's like it's a really clever one. It's one that makes them successful. But it's about the drama. You gotta like create some tension in that.
And they never show anything. Nobody shows anything what really is on there. They just like, oh, you don't want to see that one. That one's not really where you want to see.
And then you hear like, oh, look at this one. Oh, there's no nudes. It's nothing. It's just a bunch of baby photos.
I'm gonna give it a shot, Mo. I'm gonna press go.
I won't worry about this one, especially if it's just the tapes on their own. If you say you don't know what's on it, they're home videos,
Hey,
you're buying a tape.
2 sets of them. So the unknown ones are selling for more than the regular plain ones. These the unknown ones, the one I copied from, they sold 3 of them for $19.
To be honest, there is a market for personal home videos of all kinds. And also, back in the day, I know this because I was at a estate sale a couple years back, and this guy was ahead of me in line. And there was a stack of postcards. They're all black and whites. And it looked like they're like, I don't know, like naval officers or something like that. And this guy jumped for them. He grabbed them all. And then it was basically like they had like all their shirts off and stuff. So apparently he was talking to me. He's all, no, this stuff right here sells. And he was showing me them. And he said this is basically like early, like adult type of stuff from like the 40s and the 50s or something like that.
It sells to the LG community. Yeah.
So yeah, there's a whole thing for that. I mean, yeah. So as long as you disclose what it is, you're fine, I think.
Hey, if I'm not on the show next week, you know what I'm saying?
There you go. Hey, I got a question for you. I got another one. This one, I didn't buy this. I got this free. I don't know what the heck it is, though. You have any idea?
Blow you up. Oh, I know what that is. That's from Rent-A-Center. I mean, that's from Circuit Radio Shack. Blow you up. Get big.
All right.
That's from Radio Shack. If it's what I think it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
That's one of those testers.
It definitely got probably Radio Shack components in it. Yeah, those are. You know what that is, right?
That's a tester. You take those. It shows the kids how to go from how to make lights and how to make.
Oh, okay.
Right.
The guys that use ham radios and stuff use it to check electrical equipment and stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
Got it. Yep. It was on the sidewalk.
Yeah, all those little springs, they use this clips and they put the wires in them.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Have you guys been having trouble with shipping stuff out of PayPal?
With PayPal only?
Yeah, nothing. It won't let me. It just keeps coming up with an error message for the last 2 months.
Well, it might be that you have to, because if you don't, they're separated from PayPal now. If you don't have funds in there, that might be it, or like a credit card.
I have funds, and it's strictly PayPal. And it's funny is because they bought it as a what do you call it? Like as a merchandise, so I can use. Yeah, it's just I don't mind, but it's a pain in the neck. You go to Pirate Ship, then you got to go enter all that stuff in.
I just do everything through USPS or I go over to FedEx. That's it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's the same thing. I mean, like if I got to do that anyway, I mean, I'm just gonna stay on. I don't know. It's just a pain in the neck.
I don't got time for that.
It's the same amount of time either way. What are you talking about?
I gotta travel around the town to go drop off a package over here, package over there, package over here. No, I go to the one place and the little birdie and the thing. I give it to the guy. The guy puts it in the back room. He stamps it. Boom, I'm done.
Bada boom, bada bing. I don't know. Hey, forget about it. I'm not gonna go through all that. Same amount of time. What's the matter, you?
The funny thing is, Louie, is you crack me up because I'm really not Italian.
I know you're not. I know you're not. I know your story.
I was raised by an Italian family.
I know. You told me. Hey.
That's what makes it funny.
But I mean, you could pass as Italian. Trust me, you could.
Oh, I know. Down here, they don't know they don't think I'm black until they see my wife.
And then like I have cousins that are Sicilian too, and let me tell you what, on that side of the family, they're darker than you.
Oh yeah, my legs are whiter than Mo's legs.
Yeah, but you know what?
Like, how do you know?
Say much. I'm Indian.
It always disturbed me, like when they bug Barack Obama, they're like, you're strictly, and I'm like, you know what? You're disrespecting him because you're not accepting his other parent that is also, Caucasian. She can't help it. It's like, but because you're half, you are who you are. That's why I grew up in a mixed family, and all my family, we got. Oh my God! If I were to tell you, you'd be like, "Really? You got that many different relations?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's my family. We don't care." Yeah, we were. You think I'm joking? Like, if you see my family reunion, you'd be like, "What is this? Like a business meeting?" I'm like, "What do you mean? It's a family reunion."
That's cool, though. I like that.
I never knew different. That's all I'm gonna say. Sorry, go ahead.
The reselling world, we're kind of from all over.
Guy, whoever is left in the chats, thank you for hanging out, because this conversation is just going AWOL. Leroy's lost his mind today. Louie's just going on like normal, and Mo's showing off tools. So you guys can tell there's something going on. So thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean? I'm gonna boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna boom, 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 boom. Shut your mouth.
When you got Mo looking at tools, guys, you know that things are just going out of AWOL. When I stop bringing toys up here.
That's right.
Here, Mo, you saw it here. I'm gonna give you my signature Louie. You saw it here. Hey, right here. Yeah, you guys, right here. And I don't just do that for nobody.
Did we lose viewers yet? Yeah, we lost a couple. Sorry, guys.
You know what? This live isn't for the faint at heart, Leroy. You told me at the beginning. Hey, either they like it or get out.
You give me that money for that copper, or you get no coffee.
I want my $25 gift card.
Hey, you better give me my copper. Hey, who is it that does the Leroy Bolos, Mo? Is it Michael? It's not Michael.
Is it Michael? Or is it? Oh, he hasn't been on for a while. Mickey. Is it Mickey or is it? I'm blank. Was it? Oh, you mean the what do you call it? Leroy Bombs?
Yeah, he always just in the chat when we used to have like two viewers.
Yeah. Oh, I think that was Mickey.
It was Mickey. I think it was Mickey. Yeah.
Who's this?
Yep. So the Southern Geek said Mickey. Thank you, Southern Geek.
Yeah, he hasn't been on for a while, but
he's missing some stuff. You better go back and watch this. Today's show it's a mess, guys.
Yeah. Oh, Leroy, I forgot when you were talking about auctions and then you were talking about a certain person. We won't say who. So go back and watch last week's Mindful Merchants. They talked about their auction processes and stuff. And there was some stuff that you talked about today. So you'll want to watch it. What the hells, you know?
I'm not saying names. I don't want to get involved.
No, they were on our show last week.
And I wasn't even talking about them. I wasn't even talking about them, to be honest.
No. I'm saying they were on our show, Mindful Merchants, last week. So watch it. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I don't disclose anybody's names. Because there's people in here
they were talking about their auction. That's open public. He said he was fine talking about it.
Yeah. There's people that you might get along with in certain part of this, and there might be people that I get along with that you don't get along with. So I always just try to keep it neutral.
I love everybody. I have no problem with nobody.
I'm just saying. I try to keep it neutral. Because it's tough in life. Like it's tough. Like somebody might like Mo, but they hate me.
Hey, Leroy. This isn't my first rodeo. It's not my first rodeo, Leroy.
It's not.
Not my first picnic.
I thought you first time on the horse.
But I'm like you. If somebody says something disrespectful, I gotta say something. You know.
I don't. I do, but out here, I'm trying to build. So not
out here. I'm just saying, you know, if I see somebody bullying somebody else, I don't like it. That's where I step up.
Like they say on TV, Mo. Like they say on TV, whatever said from Leroy and Louie is not from me. So you guys can take it however you want. This is the Mo show, but Leroy and Louie, whatever they thoughts are.
I know what you're saying. We take their opinions are their own, blah, blah, blah. That whole
Yeah.
I don't have an opinion. I don't care.
Exactly.
As an opinion.
No.
Wow. That's cool. And old JV.
Whoever's got a problem with Leroy can go jump in a lake.
Yeah. That's it. Let's see. He said, Mickey said, hey, whoever got a problem with Leroy can jump. Oh, okay. I just read that. Sorry about that.
There's an extra part
too. Messed up, Leroy. You messed up now.
Kick rocks out of the way. Guys, when I finally do my one live, when I figure it out, I need all you guys in the chat. I'm not supposed to be saying this, but I need you guys to come hang out. You guys, especially
you guys. Here, Leroy's gonna do a live. He just said it.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Leroy?
2021.
That's only like 2 days away.
He said, Leroy, don't worry about it. See, when you guys, and a lot of people, they don't get me. They don't understand. My father was black. My mother was white and Irish. I say white and Irish. My mother was Irish. I was raised by an Italian and Portuguese family. I had very good friends that were Cape Verdean, and I had very good mentors that were Portuguese. So I'm like,
you're a hot mess.
Everything.
You're a hot mess.
You're all over the place now. That's all good.
We still love you.
Oh, here's another one for you. What's chewing gravel? That's another one I remember. Gravel, chew gravel. Is that one they say too?
I've never heard that one.
Okay.
I know that one. I'll tell you in a minute. Hold on.
Okay. I'm remembering these insults that I got a kick out of. Why is it always the insults that we get a kick out of?
Right.
Wow, it's nice out. It's kind of muggy, but it's nice.
If you ever had my mother on the show, my mother, you would crack up, Mo. She is she wouldn't be able to be on the show. She's good because she learned.
You know what? Save it for 2021 and have a special like, here's my reseller mom, or something like that, or just or the mom of a reseller, the mom of a reseller,
Mama G.
Oh, I love it. So the thing about chewing, would you say chewing on rocks or chewing some dirt?
Chew on gravel, spit gravel, chew something like that.
Yeah. There's two ways you can take it. One is like somebody's really like so fed up, they're ready to they're gonna let you have it. When you beat somebody up or you get in a fight, and the first thing they do when they knock out, their face hits the ground, they get gravel in their mouth. So it's like, hey, it's like, if you don't watch it, I'm gonna make you chew some gravel.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
Or like, hey, why don't you get the and go chew some gravel? It's like saying, it's a nice way of saying I'm about to throw you down. Like, get out.
Got it. Okay.
Or, as I like to politely put it, go meet me at the bottom of the sea.
Oh, okay. This all makes sense now.
It's all get lost. It's like, knock it off, or this is what's going to happen to you.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy Louie, the guy in the bottom. Yeah. No, he's good. He's one of my people. No, he's good. Okay. No, you don't mess with him either. You don't mess with Mo. No. Those are my guys. Okay.
I'll get in on it too. If anybody messes with Mo, you got to come see me. He's our accountant. Mo's our accountant.
Thank you.
You got that accountant.
Tony. Thank you, Tony. Yeah, love you too, buddy.
Tony.
Hello? Hey, Tony? Oh, you just spoke to Leroy? What did Leroy tell you? Yeah, he's right. Don't let nobody tell nobody that I said nobody, that nobody can tell nobody, and tell him to leave Mo alone. All right, see you later, Tony. Goodbye. All right, we got it taken care of.
I appreciate it.
You don't got to worry about nothing.
All right. I feel a little bit better now.
Don't let nobody tell you about nobody. Who told me? Nobody. Oh, here we go. Nah. Let's see what we got. Somebody got a good deal. They got nine Blu-rays for $14, and that's with shipping.
Wow.
A lot of DVDs.
That's probably less than $1 a DVD.
It kind of is. Yeah, it is. Luckily, I got some of these for free, but still,
A deal is a deal.
You know what? I look at it this way. So, Christopher, Daily Refinement.
Yeah.
He let me have it. He was like, it's not about all that you can get. Sometimes it's about subtraction,
Yeah.
So the more I get out of here, the clearer the space, the more organized I am, the better the flow is. So that as soon as I get something, then it's on the books. You know what I mean? You got to get it out there. So otherwise, you got to. I don't want a consistent death pile that's getting in my way and getting on my nerves. You know.
Exactly. That's the worst. And that's what I'm fighting with every day.
Because I keep getting all my so guys like you and other reset, they're like, yeah, they think of it in a physical term, like the inanimate objects are physically blocking, and it is but it's structurally, it's psychological. It's like it's even more dragging, like it drags you down. So like I don't want to do that, because then if I get psychologically drugged down, then emotionally I'm just like, oh gosh, then you're really like, you could hear it in the breath. You can hear, you know what I mean? Yeah. And you're like,
yeah, Mr. Blood bought me a coffee. What?
You got some light?
I gotta go. I'm going, Mo. I don't want to be here anymore. Where's my coffee?
Forget about it.
I don't like you anymore. Where's my coffee?
Hey, tell Tony I got his money.
Did you see when you walked away, Leroy? I act like I picked up. Hello? Oh, you just spoke to Leroy? Yeah. Okay.
I told the story having fun flipping. Sorry, I told the story before. I don't feel like telling it again. But my father was that guy about the money. One day somebody will tell you. Maybe it will be me, but not today.
Yeah, sometimes stories go on. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you told them. But also, we got a lot of work.
We got to talk reselling. I'm listing a camcorder.
Hey, listen, I'm trying to bag a box. Let me tell you. Here's a funny one. There was this guy from New York, and he used to go to our church, and he would teach some of the kids in like a Sunday school. And I did it for a little while, and to help substitute. And I forget his real name. I think his name was Steve, but he was from the East Coast, and he goes, and he would, just to get the kids quiet, because they were like all rowdy. He's like, hey. And they were like, what? He's like, I want to tell you a story. At first they thought they were in trouble. They're like, what? He's like, my name is Johnny Bag of Donuts. And let me sit down, and I'm going to tell you this story about Johnny, a bag of donuts. They're like, bag of donuts? Like, right. So when you were saying Tony, I was thinking Tony Two-Timer, and there's like, Tony this, Tony that, Tony the,
Yeah.
I had a nickname. I'm not going to ever tell it. I'll never live it down. But the word Louie is in it. That's all I'm going to say.
So now we have to guess.
You'll never guess, but I will give you a hint.
Okay.
I didn't know. So this guy, he was a paisan. He was an attorney I worked with at Citicorp when I worked for Citicorp Investment Services. And he come in. His name was Joe. He's like, hey, what's going on this morning? Hey. And it's like always that. I'm like, oh, shut up, Joe. You're driving me nuts. And he's like, what do you mean, Louie? And then he's like, well, all of a sudden, he would tell me these stories about when he was a little kid in the East Village in New York before it got cleaned up. It was about the same. It was right. He said right when all the mafia were being cleaned up, pretty much.
Okay.
And he told me, I said, tell me the worst story you ever seen. He says, oh, I don't want that. I don't know. I'm like, no, just tell me in a nutshell. It was pretty violent. He said he was a little kid, probably like 6 or 7 years old, standing on the corner. These guys find this other guy who was probably owed him money. He was a junkie or something, but they got him, and they said you couldn't. The paramedics could barely pick him up. I mean, the guy was so. It was crazy,
It's weird. I mean, I grew up in pretty nice areas, like middle class suburban areas. We would go home on the train, and one of my earliest memories, I was probably in first grade, I don't know, walking home, and then you see these kids, they're probably like 14, 15, 2 kids, and then you see this one kid like fly by, and this is where we're walking down the street, and then you see these 2 other kids like catch up to him, and then one kid just catches his attention, and the other kid kind of goes around behind him, and then you see he has like not a bat, like a wooden, like a 2x4.
Not the guy that's facing you. You want to watch out. It's the guys behind you. Yeah.
So no, they ran by me. They weren't near me. They were like 20 feet away. So this one kid two of them, one runs by him. So he kind of does this thing, which was a big mistake because the other kid just takes a 2x4 and just goes straight to his head. I don't know what he did to them. But then he falls on the ground. And I'm seeing this as a 5, 6-year-old. So this is why I still remember it vividly. And then I think my mom was there. She just grabbed me and we just walked away. So I didn't see much more of it. But I remember that impact of it. I remember basically, I feel like I heard it. This guy's getting hit in the head by a 2x4.
Oh.
They're like 15 or 16 years old. They were not old. They're like skinny kids, probably high schoolers, I'm guessing.
Yeah, but they were streetwise.
Yeah. There was a lot of that in the 80s in London. Yeah, especially on the trains. So
I think the 80s everywhere for them. I mean, like at least in the ghetto-y parts of like bigger cities, there was a lot of that. I remember in the 80s, the stuff I saw, I couldn't believe it. Like the gang stuff. Like when in California, I told Cali Reseller Luis's story. When I was going to high school, it was only like 4 years, the most maybe 5 years after. Anyway, it was a few years after my sisters went there. And when my sisters went there, they opened it in 1976. So they called the school Piedmont. No, it wasn't Piedmont. It had like a bicentennial name. It was weird because like the name of the high school, I can't remember what it was called. Yeah. So it was like and their logo was the 1776 symbol, but you know, it was like a big thing back then. But all I remember was when I went there and I was like, I don't want to go to high school here. They had about 8 or 9 golf carts that we called them the narc carts because there was a lot of kids that were doing drugs. Mm-hmm. And then they had 2 principals on different parts of the campus, and they had about 6 vice principals. And it was like a prison. It was like a prison, you know. And so it was like, you know, the principal wouldn't show up every day because it was that stressful that they would show up for like a few days, take a break, and all I remember is the golf carts were always going. And I walked in the bathroom one day, and this one gang, they were Chicanos, and they did not like the Laotian, you know, guys. And I just walked in.
Big Laotian population there.
Yeah, big. Well, yeah, big Vietnamese, Laotian. It was Middle East Asians, we'll say. You know, Southeast Asians. Yeah. And let me tell you something. Some of the Asians amongst themselves are crazy, but this one, there was probably like 5 guys on 2 guys, and then there was 2 guys on this one guy, and that's when I walked in, and my friend grabs me by the collar, like by my hoodie, and he starts yelling, "Don't go in there!" And I'm like, "What's going on, Joe?" And he's like, "Don't go in there." And I look, and I'm like, this guy's just banging this guy's head on a sink, you know. And the vice principal was like, "Stop, stop, stop!" He wouldn't do anything, you know. He's like, "Stop it, you guys!" And there's like blood all over the place. I'm like, oh God. It's like random wood shop. And I'm like,
things used to be taken care of. I don't know if it's still like this, but in a different way. Back, I want to say pre-90s, you know.
Yeah.
Usually it's taken care of with 2 fists, but
it's just so it's crazy. Crazy world.
Yep.
Mamma mia. Oh, it's not gonna fit. Try to I need extra large. This is not gonna work. Oh, here we go. That's because I wrapped it up with so much bubble wrap, and then I'm putting it in a bubble wrap envelope. I probably should put this in a box.
Yeah, if it doesn't fit, that thing's gonna pop open.
I mean, it's sliding on there, but at the same time, I don't want it to mess up. Yeah, I better. Crazy. Oops, and I lost I hate that when these come off.
Yeah, because then you got to use it, or you're gonna lose it. It's gonna dry out.
I don't care. I tape them anyway sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, people say you're not supposed to tape the bubble envelopes, the priority ones. I do every now and then, especially if
they're not taped.
The glue isn't that great.
That's for sure.
We got Derrick, I think. What's going on?
What up, fellas?
How's it going?
You out and about?
Going good. Of course.
There you go. What you up to
Got
this
a deal
morning?
going on? You're gonna
No, Wednesdays
I'm sorry.
Good morning, Derrick.
I said Wednesdays are my auction days. Going to pick up my winnings.
Nice.
Get that money.
Good morning, Derrick.
Good morning, Leroy.
Leroy said you're ignoring him.
Are you
Leroy's very
listening
upset right now. He wants you to talk to him. Let me leave the room.
we just gonna talk
That's
about
not
you.
true,
That's
Derrick.
All right, that Louie, man. All right, good thing he's gone, man. That Louie.
I know that guy's crazy. I know how you do it.
I know, man.
Derrick, we were getting a little out of it. I don't know if you've been listening to us. We've been on the. I've been going a little crazy.
That's all right. That was yesterday.
That's
That's it. I'm not putting up. I'm back.
So how many lots do you got today? You got to pick up, Derrick.
I have 5 lots I got to pick up today. I bought a bunch of stuff I normally can buy. I bought a bunch of brand new Bissell pet vacs. They were really cheap. Normally I wouldn't because of the size of them. But guess what? They were really cheap. Everybody has the same thought I had. I'm not buying them because they're too big. I said, you know what? I'm going to buy them. So I did. I'm going to pick
And they're brand new, right?
Yeah, they are brand new.
Nice.
Hey, Derrick, how'd you make out with the tools on that that you bought? Did you sell any of them on Facebook?
Yeah, I did. I sold a couple of lots on Facebook. I've been trying to look.
Good.
Let me tell y'all my Amazon story. Oh God. So I signed up.
I gotta
Amazon,
go.
right?
I'm leaving.
No. You got to hear this. I signed up for Amazon, and apparently, I guess it's a normal thing that people get their accounts deactivated because it says they had a previous account. I started doing the research on it, and tons of people, this whole forums of people complaining that this is happening to them. And Amazon does not, you can't talk to nobody, and Amazon will do nothing to help you. So you're base screwed.
Yeah.
There are some big guys that I talk to that are Amazon sellers that I look up to, and I'm not gonna say their names, but like
I know
I hear so many negative things about Amazon. I am just afraid.
When I first got the account, right, it was active for about 8 hours. Right? 8 hours. So I got it. Overnight they deactivated the account. Said I had an additional account. It just blew my mind. I've been going back and forth. I just gave up.
They are so biased. They're so biased.
Yeah. No, the ease of using it. The ease of using it is super easy. It's super easy to use it. The profit. I was literally just gonna sell tools and books. That's literally the only thing I was going to sell
They won't gate you on the tools. They won't gate you on them tools.
No, they did. On those particular tools, I was allowed to sell them.
Okay.
Yeah, those particular ones. There's certain brands they won't ungate you on, but these are called Tassel. And the crazy thing about it, there were no listings on them, so they allowed me to actually list those. And then I woke up the next morning and my whole account was deactivated.
You talking about Amazon, Derrick, scares Leroy.
Amazon
is going to leave again. So let's be careful. I don't want to scare Leroy away again.
No. Amazon just kicked Leroy off. They heard you. Get rid of that Leroy character.
Yeah, they did. They was like, Leroy, here.
No, but seriously, with Amazon though, the way it works, from what I've seen. Yep, exactly. I would keep the account. I would try and keep going, but with them, yeah, you're right. It's kind of like every little thing, especially when you're new, you're done. But the longer your account is there, the less they bug you. It's more the brands that are going to bug you. You're going to get these letters saying, do you have a wholesale license to sell that or whatever? So I don't know.
here's my thing, and I don't mean to cut you guys off. And again, I have some. I've made friends through online, and I have some people that I really look up to, and they are huge Amazon sellers. And no offense, like they're showing numbers, they're making over $1 million on the top. But my thing is not $1 million, 100,000. But anyway, my thing is on eBay, like most of us here do. I think I get more of a drive when I buy this for $3 and I sell it for $112. Even if I buy it for $3 and I sell it for $8. Yeah. Where I go to Walmart and I buy 20 of these and I'm making $10 a piece on them after the end of the day.
Yeah.
For me, I need that. It's nice. I mean, these guys, they wake up in the morning, they sold $800 worth of things. I mean, that's awesome. That is awesome. But I'm still a little afraid. I like this $3, $8 thing, or $3, $8 thing.
Okay.
I have no headaches.
Yeah. I mean, what I would say about Amazon is I think everyone should get an account, test it out for whatever you sell, and see how it works for you. And everyone's different, Everyone,
Well, I have a take on it. That's Buffalo Picker Tommy. I'm with him. Like, he's just stay by the book. Do your thing. Cross your T's, dot your I's.
It's not even that. It's not even that. People make it seem like it really isn't that difficult. It really isn't. It's super easy.
No, it's not. You got to follow the rules.
No, but that's with anything, though. That's with anything. Yeah. That's with eBay as well. You can post something on eBay right now and get zeros, right? It's with anything. It's just the thing with Amazon. At least eBay has a little bit more compassion for the seller than Amazon. Amazon did not give me. This is my rant on Amazon. Amazon didn't even give me a chance to explain. I sent letters. They send you everything's auto reply. You can't even talk to nobody. I sent letters saying I have no idea what you're talking about. I've never had that on Amazon. Please explain to me how to get this rectified so I can have an account. Auto reply. Nothing at all.
But I had the same problem once with eBay in the past for something that they zeroed. But that being said, I do agree with you.
There is a difference, though. With at least with eBay, you can eventually get someone on the phone, though. With Amazon, Derrick's right. It's like you're talking to a brick wall. Maybe you'll get an automated.
I can't even talk to them about something that happened to my account, and I'm like, I didn't do anything. Can you help me with this situation? They're like, nah, sorry, your account's been blocked. I'm like, can you tell me why? And it's like, oh, they give you the generic standard replies. It's like, whatever.
Yeah. But what I will say about Amazon is it's super easy to use. If my account wasn't blocked for an account that I never had, I legit went there. I feel like if you go to Amazon, you go for your reason that you're going to do it. Right? My particular reason was to sell those tools and to sell books. Those are really the only two things I wanted to sell on Amazon because they'll move a lot
to start off with.
Yeah.
So what I'm thinking about doing, I'm thinking about having my wife open an account, and I'm just gonna sell through hers. I'm pretty sure they're gonna email her as well and say she had an account before.
Well, let me tell you before you do that. That if there's any connections with you guys, credit cards, names, and stuff like that. Yeah. But if you can get her to open up one where it's just straight up clean, I would try. But I know somebody's doing that with their daughter's account, and it's everybody does it, But just be careful with that.
Yeah. It don't even matter. You, Leroy?
What?
I'll send you all the mail information, everything, and I want 5%. I've been hustling all day.
He wants his cut.
Oh no, Amazon already taken 38% of it. Like now, I got to give up another 5%.
Hey,
you know what? Can I tell you something, guys? There's this guy at the bins, and this guy at the bins goes, "Do you have an Etsy account?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Do you use it?" And I shouldn't have said anything. I just said, "Well, I've used it." And this, and he's like, "If you don't use it, can I borrow your account? I'll give you a cut of everything I'm selling." I'm like, "Well, what happened to your account?" my account got locked out. I'm like, no. I'm like, no. I said,
okay. These people are crazy.
Yeah, Derrick. So just, I'll send you the address. I'll send you it's a Wood Forest Bank. And you're selling tools anyway, so you didn't call me. We didn't talk this out.
Yeah. I'm gonna. What I do, I make sure I post some good medical equipment up there, so you get it.
Yeah, I got some set over there.
RN only. That's what I'm gonna post. That RN only. Get you blocked immediately.
Right.
But Derrick, we hope you get some good stuff today. All kidding aside, I hope you get some really good stuff today. You deserve it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, we only got a little bit coming in today. I got some more of my favorite stuff, some antique toys and some vintage toys. My go-to stuff. So I'm gonna drive to Roseville
it's like
and pick that up.
It's like that 50 Cent song, just a little bit. You keep getting it, just get that in there. Just pull it in. And you don't need Amazon. You'll figure it out.
And you got to show to me.
Yeah, no, I'll send. I'm going to post I'm kind of doing daily vlogs now, and at the end of the week, I'm just going to kind of pull them all together and just make one video, and just let it ride. It kind of, if I do it a little each day, at the end of the week, you'll have a full video.
Yeah, because Leroy was saying you're getting lazy. He says, you're getting lazy on that YouTube thing. He said he needs to.
You better stop speaking for me.
See, this is why lives are easier. I don't edit. I'm too lazy for.
Yeah, editing is fun.
I just turn on it. Is what it is.
Yeah, I just want to. I want to do one shot. Just one shot straight through.
You guys got a show today, right? You and Regina.
What was that, Leroy?
You guys have a show tonight, you and Regina.
There we go.
We got a show tonight. It's gonna be a long time, man. I got my homie Scott, who's in the marijuana industry. He's a distributor out here in Sacramento, and he's been doing it for a while. Now he's just a partner, but he's coming on to kind of talk about what it takes to get into the industry, the dirty stuff that happens behind the scenes, how grimy
red
government
tape.
is. They are grimy. The government is something else. Oh man.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there used to be a documentary on that, like a reality show. The stuff the red tape with the government is worst. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's coming on. It's gonna be a fun. It's a different show. It's gonna be a Q&A. We're gonna introduce him and let people just ask questions from the chat or even.
I want to hear Regina's questions.
Yeah,
because she's so sweet. She's so sweet. She's just gonna ask like nice stuff. Like
no, she won't. She's gonna dig in. She's gonna dig in, Leroy. She's gonna go. Why do you want to get high?
Regina was like, I was trying to get high yesterday, and
don't say that.
6 o'clock tonight, or can I just put the link up there?
No, the funny thing is,
you know what Mo's saying? Mo's going to come in and ask you that question. He's going to go, the Mo you know.
I'll be in the background.
Right. The funny, I don't smoke any marijuana. I've never have. This is just not my thing. But I'm always interested in learning about it. I know about it because he's my homie. I know all about.
But it's a business.
And what it took. It's a business. It's a hustle. So it's a hustle that everybody wants to get into. Yep. I felt like this would be a good opportunity to get them on and just answer a lot of questions, at least the questions they can answer, to give people kind of a jump start and know what they're going to have to go through, especially out here in California. It's crazy out here. All the stuff that they're yeah, we're in a whole nother country ourselves out here in California.
I will say this, both Derrick and Mo will know this. Don't go to Humboldt County. They'll be shooting you.
Oh, there's a whole documentary on that on Netflix, man.
No, I mean, I know from when I used to live up there. It's like, no. This is back in the 80s and 90s.
Oh no! Do we have to start calling it Humboldt Louie?
That stuff's. Yeah, I knew friends that were like, y'all crazy. Get away.
Yeah. California, I say.
Yep, I love that song by Tupac. California love, baby.
I thought you meant to live down in LA.
He's from O-Town, right?
Who, Tupac?
Yeah.
I think he was from like, not Oakland, but like, I'm blanking on it.
I'm probably thinking of Poetic Justice. His character was from Oakland.
No, he was from. Where was he from? He was from. Where is he
from? New York or something.
No, he's from California.
His mother right now has it. His mother right now has a huge house in South Carolina.
Yeah, but I think okay. Wow.
He was born in East Harlem, apparently.
So I knew there was a New York connection, but there was like, but he lived. He moved
used
around.
to live out here somewhere.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I wish that was a Charizard. Yeah, I found a few last night. I pulled them things out. I was like, I'm holding on to them. There's some Korean ones. I don't know if the Korean ones are working.
No, I bought a bunch. You know, I told you about a lot of Pokemon cards that I purchased, and I was thinking about selling them, and I'm really not. I think I'm just gonna hold on to them.
Get them, look them up, cherry pick through them, find the good ones, and get them graded. You'll be making money.
Man, I don't know these grading stuff, man.
I've heard of Charizard.
It takes a year to get a card back.
That's too long.
Hey, Derrick, there's a guy in the...
What was that, Leroy?
There's a guy in the chats that's trying to, I guess he's trying to pimp me out to do auction calling. So I guess if you need somebody to call your auction, it's $25 for the hour. And I'll call your auction for you on Sunday nights.
Why are you charging me? You're charging me. You didn't charge me homie rate. You're charging me the flat rate.
All right. Let me be the broker. Hey, Leroy, you're going to go on Derrick's thing this Sunday. You're going to help him out. Is that okay?
I want 10, 10, 10. Looking for 5, looking for 10. I got 15. I need 15. Looking for 20. I got 25, 25, 25, 25. I want 25 an hour, 25 an hour, 25 an hour. I got 25 an hour. Derrick sold.
Derrick, do you want him on this show this Sunday? You need somebody?
That's it, right. That's live right now.
Hey, Leroy, somebody's taking 5% of your $25 right here in the chat.
This is the ghetto. This show turned into the mafia over here. Who's that? Oh, that's having fun. Yeah, he already said it.
We're the mafia. Hey, I got her name. Here it is, Mo. Mafia Ghetto. The Ghetto Mafia.
There you go.
I will have a debut one day. I will have a debut doing that one day for somebody. We'll see.
You gotta do it.
Leroy, help your brother out.
What'd you say, Derrick?
Help Derrick.
I said, Meerkat, see, they know what's up. They know y'all here. You're hustling. You're over here trying to hustle me for my 5%.
Yes, Sadiq, that's Meerkat. Meerkat, you guys, Marrakesh 7 is Sadiq. He's awesome. If you guys don't know him, he's a good guy. He's always in the chat. Yeah, he's awesome.
I'm around.
You know what, Leroy, if not this time, think about it. Yeah, Leroy, Derrick, you guys need to hook it up. You two would do your auction would fly off the hook. You guys, it would just be crazy. Do it. Let's go.
Leroy's gonna be taking a cut of each individual piece too. Like, I want 5% of that. I want 10% of that.
Yeah, Leroy.
I'll be bidding him up in the chat.
I wouldn't even give him Leroy. He done shook me down for my coins. I have no money.
Hey, Derrick. I used to do that for a couple of auctioneers up north. I used to call the auction when they had like personal phone calls and stuff.
I can't wait until I can go back to the live auctions. I love going to live auctions. That's why I used to go to every Saturday up in Fresno, every other Saturday at least. But
yeah,
I miss it. I miss going to the live auctions. I love it.
Yeah, I do too. That's where I get people say, like, where do you get your stuff? I'm like, estate auctions. But they don't realize an estate auction is not an estate sale.
No, the auction is a auction. You get it for whatever you get it for.
I mean, you're spending all day. You're not there for 20 minutes.
Yep.
You're there. I get there an hour before they open. I give some butter to the auctioneer. Give him a $20 bill or a gift card. I go in. I look around. Get my seat up close, and I hustle, man. That's work for me.
I got something, Leroy. I got to get my cup of coffee, and I'm going to sit down, and this is my place.
Yeah, Leroy going to set you got to kind of, in the auctions house, you got to set the tone. My whole strategy is depending on you got what auction house you're going to. The one I go to, you can buy. They give you the option to buy all of whatever that particular item is. So if they have 10, let's say, and you're the highest bid, they ask you how many do you want. Me being me, I'll be like, I want all of them. So nice. they kind of say they'll look at you when certain stuff come up, waiting for you to. So they're a little bit quicker on the trigger when it comes to closing out when you bid.
Hey, Derrick, I know you do your show with Regina, and I did this to you last time, and I hate doing this. I would really love to come on your show and talk auction strategies and stuff. Not really like
I'm gonna I get 25%. If you want to be on a show, you need to sign up with me. I'll hook you up. But if we don't have, we're booked all the way till 2022. 2022, Leroy. Wait your turn.
Hold on. What's the right time to cut into my pocket though?
No, watch out. He's gonna try to get rid of Regina. He's gonna take over. I'm telling you.
Everybody got in my pockets.
Louie,
Derrick's like, wait a minute, this is my money.
Louie, say hello to my little friend.
Oh, hey.
Wait, what is that?
Hey, made easy. Cartridge
made easy.
There you go.
But no, you can think about it. But honestly, I would love to. I was joking around about the auction thing, but I'll do whatever you tell me to. But I would. Because you're the only one. You're the only one
I'll do whatever you tell me to do.
I will. I look up these things.
Just give me my cut.
Yeah, just give me my 5% on my. What do you say? 5% on every quarter? That's ridiculous.
But honestly, you're one of the first ones that have really talked on-site auctions that I've been with, and I know it. That's how I used to get all my inventory. So I would love to go on the show one day and talk about online.
No, auctions are definitely. If you have one and you can go to one and just check it out, I recommend that to anyone who's listening. You don't have to buy anything. Just go check it out. Just see how the vibe goes. I recommend that. Go check it out first before you even attempt to buy anything.
Yes,
so you can get the flow. So you don't embarrass yourself. That's the last thing you want to do is embarrass yourself. Go check out. See how the auctioneer works. See how fast he pulls the trigger. See how he operates people buying both. See how he operates when people lowball. You just check it all out, and then go in next time with your guns loaded.
Yep, and like you said, Derrick, and the thing is with a lot of the auctions, I keep telling this, and I've already said this a couple of times this month, but right now, because of Corona, I'll make it fast. Right now, because of Corona, a lot of people passed away. There's a lot of the states that they're in limbo. The lawyers are involved. They have an auctioneer already. They're waiting for paperwork to get signed, and they're gonna be pulling. There's gonna be crazy auctions in April. Crazy auctions in April.
Is that when they start up in April? Or
they start all year round, but a lot of times when the families get together for the holidays, or they're out of state, they come in town, they'll sign paperwork with the attorney or with the auctioneer. Then the auctioneer has a schedule. If you're a good auctioneer, you're booked all the way until September already.
And you know what you're forgetting, Leroy? Is they got a lot of those like you said, it's locked up, but then the families start bickering and stuff like that. And we may be waiting to February, March to see some of that product, you know.
Yeah. I was on the other end for that. I used to pick up from auction, do the shipping only. So I walked these auction houses, mainly in the Bay Area. And then, yeah, I didn't really see that many auctions, but I would come the next day usually. Most people didn't want to pick up the stuff and ship it that day because they hadn't paid most likely. But yeah, we used to pick up all kinds of random stuff, mainly artwork though. Artwork like vases, all kinds of crazy stuff.
Do you guys see Philly Picker Joe? He sold a vase for like $250 the other day, just on Instagram yesterday. Crazy.
Nice.
I wouldn't want to ship it.
I know. I always, that's one of the first things that pop in my head is, man, I'm not even trying to ship that.
I'm boxing a box in a box, you know.
Yeah, some of that shipping.
That's where all those new resellers, that's where they fail miserably. Is that shipping piece of it. Anybody can find merchandise. If you don't know that shipping piece of it, oh God.
Yes.
You would lose, and that would defeat you immediately. Like, oh my God, I made a great sale. I'm about to make $80, and then you go to find out you didn't set up the shipping wrong.
Yeah,
find out you
I know.
You got to pay $90 to ship it.
I think that was the first thing I did. I shipped to Australia. The first thing when I got back on eBay, this is probably like 2013, and I shipped to Australia. It was just a He-Man toy. It was a box like this. I got all happy. I sold it for like $18 and I put like $6 shipping on it to Australia. And I looked at it and it was like $43 to ship it. I'm like, okay, let me see my math. Like 1 + 1. I think I just lost here. So I lost big time there. Lesson learned.
I had a person from first time someone bought something from me from Israel. And this was this past week. This past week they bought this Bumblebee helmet and this little gun thing.
Okay.
That it only cost like $45. Is how much I sold it for. They paid almost $70 worth of thing for this thing.
Thanks. I mean, yeah, sometimes people will pay up for shipping. Like I just shipped a sweater, medium sweater, nothing heavy, maybe 2 pounds. It's a Norwegian sweater. It's going back to Norway. It was $55 for the item. They paid $53 to ship it. So, I mean, if they want it, they want it.
Yeah, that I was just talking. I have a homie that I made a connection with on Instagram. He's a young kid. He sells a bunch of shoes. Really cool dude. I'm on the show at the end of January. But
don't tell me Adidas.
No. He sells a lot of shoes or whatever he can get his hand on. Most of Jordans though. But he had his homie. He told his homie on Instagram that, hey, I'm gonna sell these for $190, right? I think it was $190. And his homie was like, man, there's no way in heck you're gonna sell those for $190. And so his homie bet him $5. I was like, let me get in on that $5, man. I want some of that $5. He's like, all right, so that's an easy $10 I'm gonna make off you guys. And found out 2 weeks later he sold shoes and he posted it and he put us all in a chat together. And the bottom line is, you can put a price on something and someone will pay for it if they consider that value, right? You decide,
they want it and they need it.
Yeah. You can't decide on what people think is valuable. Now, all you can do is put it out there in the world, in the universe, and let them decide on if they want it. And that's exactly what happened. So
you hit it right on the head, Derrick, right on that target. Just take a chance and put that sucker up high. Somebody's going to sniff it out, and they go, I don't want to pay that price. Well, what do you want to pay for it? They think we have flea market.
Yep. Yep. I always list stuff high, especially if I don't really know what it is and there's nothing out there similar to it. List it up high. You can drop it after like a week or two or whatever.
Right.
But don't start low People can see that.
Yeah. Don't let me get a watcher on it. I'll never drop that price.
Yeah, watchers. Watchers crack me up. I have some items that have like 20, 25 watchers, no bids, no offers, nothing.
You know what I'll be laughing about, Derrick? Is it that guy that had the shoes? Like, waited, said, this has gone on too long. And then did his calculations, had another account, bid on them shoes, sold it, it listed, and then showed you guys and said, all right, give me my $10. And whatever fees he lost anyway, that probably broke even on that deal.
Oh, God.
Now, he sold them.
That's funny. All right, y'all. I'm about to go get my coffee. I feel my coffee every time I go on. I'm kind of lacking right now in the caffeine department.
All right. Well, you have a good one, man. Good luck with that auction.
Get your postal carrier. Get them a $5 gift card. Maybe they'll be delivering stuff on time. You know.
Nah, I broke them off. I broke them off this Christmas, man. They got $25 gift cards. They were super juice. The next day I saw them, they left their postal truck and ran up the street. They were so counted.
Think about it this way: you give them caffeine. What are they going to do? They're going to hustle. You know.
There you go.
Yeah, nah,
have a good one, man.
All right, y'all. See you, Leroy. If you have ground.
He's there with somewhere.
He gone.
Yeah, Dale of Norway. Yeah, if you ever see any Dale of Norway stuff, pick it up. Oh, nice.
All right. $50 right here.
What's inside?
Yu-Gi-Oh! And was that not Warcraft? I forget. Yeah, they're like cards.
Gotcha. I don't know much about cards. I mean that kind of card. Like I don't know what you call it. Fantasy cards.
I don't know much about them, but these are from '96. Maybe I'm screwing myself. I don't know, but somebody bid it up to $50. So
yeah,
I started it at $5. So.
Yeah, I mean with cards, I haven't had that. I just don't have the knowledge in what card to pick, what card to like. I've never graded anything, like I said, but I should get more into that. Magic the Gathering. I have a Magic the Gathering binder that I just picked up. Where did I put it? I think I already.
That's what I do. Magic cards and Yu-Gi-Oh. I put them together. There was about more Magic and a few Yu-Gi-Oh, and they just started. These two people started bidding a war. It was great.
That's what you want. All you need is two. There's two people going at it, and let them do their thing.
I mean, there was more, but then somebody backed out. You know what I mean? But
yeah. With cards, I've done well with random cards. I sold a box of sealed country music cards. That one for like $50. I'd never heard of it, but it sold. The ones I obviously stay away from are like, I mean, maybe they're coming back now, but like older baseball cards. Until this year, last year, they were crap again. Like the old, Canseco's, Griffey's, Bonds, all that stuff, McGuire. That was not worth anything for a long time.
Think about why. Because it also, because there was that bubble that busted. But then after, remember when they all got juiced up, those three guys, McGuire and Canseco, and everybody was getting juiced up. Nobody wanted nobody wanted to do anything.
Yeah, well, I think it was even before then. It was because you know comics more than I do. So it was around the same time. I want to say 92 to 94-ish, 95, where cards just plummeted. Comics too, comic books. I think it was kind of around the time where the internet got more popular. So those two things. Like there's a documentary. I always watch these documentaries on like Netflix. There's one about this guy that goes back and gets his old stash of baseball cards from when he was a kid. I guess his dad used to have a baseball card shop. And then he tries to see if they're worth anything. And he has all these boxes. And then at the end, they end up burning the whole thing. They have like a bonfire, like him and his friends. They burn the whole thing.
To let it go?
They have like they make a pit and they burn the whole, burn it.
I bet you $5 it was all staged. It was probably staged.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, But I mean, like he really, like his dad really had like a card shop. Like he knew a lot about it, but they just. So I think it was more for him to get over it. Like his mom had been trying to get him to get rid of them for like 20, 30
see,
years.
that's a documentary, but it's a little bit well rehearsed. You know what I mean? Like he probably cherry picked his 5 favorite players. Like I really didn't care about all this. I just wanted those 5 players my dad wouldn't let me have. So he probably put those aside and said, hey, we're gonna burn it off. And it's probably his friends or the cohorts, you know, in the program going, hey, wouldn't it be great if we, you know, and that's what people do on YouTube. We stage stuff so well, you know.
Yeah. Well, this was a full-blown documentary. So it's
yeah, but I've learned to watch documentaries. They can be, you know, they're like reality TV. How much of is it really like even the Super Size Me? He chose to put himself through that. Yes, he's documenting. All documentary means they're documenting the way they want to do it. It doesn't mean it's fact. It doesn't mean it's not. Is it reality or is it not?
Yeah.
Because, you know, and that's the questionability about it. It's definitely, I think reality TV set the precedence for YouTube.
It did. I think it came slightly before it. Then YouTube kind of just blew it out of proportion.
Oh, yeah.
Because they had
a ruler here.
I think they had like MTV shows. They had, was that probably the mid-90s, I'm guessing?
Yeah, yeah. Remember the one those kids all lived together?
Yeah, The Real World. I used to watch that when I had MTV. This is probably 94, 95.
You remember Puck? You remember Puck?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. It was from...
that was like the first one.
It was one of the first ones, yeah. I think so.
I think it was the second one, but yeah.
Yeah, no, I remember all that. That was all in the 90s.
It's crazy, wasn't it? Oh, you froze up? All right, it's only me. Mo, you froze. Let me see if I can type to you.
Let's see.
There you are. You're back.
Freeze? Oh, okay, cool. I'm surprised that doesn't happen more often because my internet is usually pretty sketchy.
The only reason I'm good is because I'm using my Wi-Fi.
Okay.
Otherwise, my phone freaks out. My phone will freak out. What size is this box? You're like, I don't know.
Let me see. Maybe like 8 by 4 by 4, 6 by 4 by 4.
Probably more 8-ish. Yeah, I'm just. Okay. I can't find my ruler. I don't know what's wrong.
I always like using, if I can, especially for clothing, if you get one of these ones as well, because then it can kind of.
They're in the. I'm lazy. I don't want to go to the back room.
I remember my aunt had a bunch of these because she would like knit and crochet and stuff.
I have 3 of them, and I keep them for my T-shirts. My T-shirts, I have to always measure the armpits and the kids that buy those. Did I tell you I'm thinking about doing an Instagram auction?
I've heard so many people doing that. You should do it. I heard you make decent money on that. Do they charge you though, or I heard they changed some of that?
No, what you do is you go live. And here's the thing: is it's just like going on YouTube and doing it, except you're doing it on Instagram. So,
okay,
you know, because, but I don't know that I have an audience following. What I need to do is start. Here's the hard part: the resellers have their own niches, and the T-shirt guy, I call them the T-shirt rats.
Yeah,
they're very tight, closed circles. I did an auction for the first time where it was but it wasn't an auction; it was a raffle.
Okay,
and I rolled the dice, and I'm like, I don't know. And I went ahead and gave $30, but I was one of 10 people, and he had 6 shirts. You could pick any of them. One of them was a Nirvana shirt. It was late 90s. It wasn't the early one, but he had this Wolverine shirt. This Wolverine shirt was like money. The design graphic on it was awesome. But then he had a couple others. One was Star Wars, and he had this other one that I really, really wanted. And I was just like, I don't know. But it didn't win. But see, he gets his money because he wants $300 for the shirt. but everybody's willing to bid in 20, 30 bucks or something, you know?
Nice. Yeah. I
So
mean,
I'm probably going to start up with raffles. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say you should definitely do it. See how it goes, because get in on that as early as you can, because I think that's I mean, Instagram is so easy to gain people, a lot more than what do you call it, YouTube or any of these other places. Hey, Leroy's back.
Leroy.
Mo's gonna fire me because I just like show up.
No, I'm gonna take 5%. That's what I'm gonna do. That's it.
And you know what? And then he's going to owe me 10% for substituting for him, because every time he goes away, I got to fill in for him.
Yeah.
No, I want to.
I'm going to say this to I'm going to say this to PG version. Mo, I got it ready.
All right. Don't turn that around, man. So there's going to be some guy on the internet that's waiting for you to give out those numbers, man.
Hey, yeah, exactly.
You can have him. You better run there fast.
Yeah, just send it to my email at thelonestar.picker.gmail. You could send it like, you know, $100 in coffee funds. I'll share it with Mo later after I drink it. But I don't do Cash App. I need to do it though.
Yeah, because I could send 50 cents at a time.
Here you go. Here's 50 cents. Call somebody who cares. I think Mo froze again. Look, Mo and Leroy froze.
I'm back, I think I'm back. No, not quite.
Is it calling? Hello?
I'm here.
Hey, Mo?
I'm not frozen. I think.
Oh, this is the best time we got. Okay, I can get some work done.
That. Hey.
Did you just freeze like this?
I'm like,
I hope you guys said, if I'm ever not around, because I'm always moving, if a guest leaves, Mo, can you just tell them I said thank you and have a good day? Now Mo's frozen.
No.
There we go. I know you heard me.
Yeah, no, I heard you. That was weird because I could see the pictures on the bottom when you were talking, even though my top part was blacked out.
I didn't get to say bye to Derrick. I was talking to my landlord.
Oh, no, he said bye to you.
Derrick was very upset.
Yeah, he's like, that guy tried to take 5%. I mean, I would have given him 3%, but 5%, that was just pushing it.
He said you were very pushy. What's up with that tool guy?
What? Oh, tool guy.
You're now the tool guy. Oh, Lord.
I was gonna have tool time with Leroy. That's what we're gonna. Let's talk.
That sounds kind of creepy, if you ask me.
Okay, how about let's talk tools?
Okay. Now it sounds like that old TV show.
Yeah, something.
We got 11 people lurking. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for hanging out with us today. I appreciate it.
It's amazing. I have 11 screens open. Is that what happened?
I have 5.
Yeah. Do my 3 screens count?
See, YouTube took their cut. If you had 11, I have 5, then YouTube took their cut and they cut some out.
What are these guys gonna do with me?
They're breaking my cajones.
I don't think anybody breaks him as good as Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy's good. Yeah, he's good. He's been making great videos.
Yeah, I feel like a bouncer when you guys go at it.
I love him though. He used to take really bad offense to me, and I'm like, Jimmy, take it easy. I'm just softening you up for the reality of that. You're a good guy. I love him to death. He at first he missed, because when you first meet somebody, but he doesn't remember this. And I hurt his feelings because we were on. Do you remember Every Day I'm Hustling with Anthony and Nate?
Yeah.
So the first time I met Jimmy comes on, and they're like, "Hey, everybody, it's Jimmy's birthday." It was this year, and so I go on, and he's like, "Here's the link. Anybody want to come on and say hi?" And maybe one person came on, then nobody was coming on. I said, it was the first time I went on YouTube. So I come on. I'm wearing my Houston Texans hat and this and that, and they're like, and it had this fuzz on it. It was just really weird. And Jimmy's like, who the heck is this? You know, and I'm like, yo, Jimmy, I just wanted to tell you something. He's like, what? And I'm like, I just wanted to tell you happy birthday, and we love you, baby. Something like that. I don't know. We were just going, and he's like, he kept looking at Nate was laughing because Nate knew I was pulling his leg, and I just was like, Nate, and I was like, Nate, tell him he's a great guy. You know, we were busting his chops so much. And everybody freaked out, you know.
I really want to do a video with Derrick about the auctions. You guys a lot of people know about it, but a lot of these new people don't have any idea what it's like.
Can I ask you something, Leroy?
Yes, sir.
May I make a suggestion? I'm not giving you advice, but if I had suggested, help Derrick out. I think he's such an awesome guy. He's just starting the auction thing up. I think you guys have the chemistry. You guys would be perfect because, you know, Derrick he's boisterous. He's great. And, you know, and you can be too, but then you guys are going to play off of each other. Really nice, you know, and then I'm telling you,
I'd be more than happy. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I say it joking around, but I don't want to say it, but yeah, I'll do it a few times. But when people start depending on me, I don't do this for fun, guys. I do this for a living. So,
well, can I tell you something? No, you don't understand. Talk to Derrick behind closed doors. Ask him if he's got any room, and he'll let you know because you know Derrick's a straight up guy. He's direct.
Oh yeah.
But just ask him because I tell you what, his premise of his new show is he doesn't want the same people all the time. So come on as a guest.
My thing is when I do that. Yeah, when I used to call for the auctioneer. He would give, depending on how long I called for, if it was under an hour, he would give me 25% off my order.
You're misunderstanding me, Leroy. This is not about you doing the calling, like you said, not the call. You can do it if you want, but he's going to let you on. You're gonna sell your stuff, and he's going to sell his stuff. You guys take turns.
Yeah, no, I get it. I would love to do the calling now.
Then what you do is you're gonna make everybody go nuts. They're gonna love you, Leroy. They're gonna like and then Derrick's gonna go, oh my god, what's going on? He's gonna laugh and he's gonna make, and then you know what? You're gonna have an audience. He had 30 to 40 people in there. Oh, that's a lot. So can I tell you, you want to make money? Go on there, but be organized. Have your stuff ready.
Oh yeah, I know.
Ask him.
I wanna start selling stuff at Mo's house.
I already do. He doesn't know it. I go in his backyard at night.
I see that box right there. I was just like, I got 5, 5, 5, looking for 5, 15, 25, 25, 25.
All those. If you can make money for those, because they're all empty, so make as much money as you can. Go for it, man.
Leroy, people already love you, but you got a personality for this. And keep it a secret. Don't tell them you're going to do the calling. But when yours comes up and say, "Hey, you guys," start off like really soft, and then all of a sudden just get into it. Like, better, you know, by the second thing you sell, roll it out.
I will be and
get you some. So what do you call it? Music for when you walk out, or you come onto the screen real fast, like.
But a lot of these guys, the thing is, I'm not licensed, but I've been an auctioneer. So a lot of these guys are just reselling.
You do what you want.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm not a reseller, but I play one on YouTube.
Not today. How many listens you got so far?
Today, I got about 12.
Oh, okay. You got more than me.
I know, not going on what I mean, but
I got Joey Bada Bing numbers today.
There you go. What do you got?
I got 3.
30?
But I got pitches already done. So.
Yeah, I've been researching these way too long, I think. Because there's no markings on these, I'd say more than half of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're all like metal, and they're similar to a lot of different. I told you about this, Louie, last time. Those like metal, pewter, Dungeons and Dragons style little figurine things.
Did you sell them?
I'm sorry?
Did you sell them yet?
No, I'm listing them right now.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that half of them have names and company names and years. Half of them don't. but they're kind of similar to other ones that are selling. So I'm kind of mixing and matching my titles.
And I would also do this. Like if you're going to do little lots, put one with a listing description. Then what you do is you put the second one, say, and just put the Merlin or whatever it is. You can make it out to be, the magician, the fighter. Just say unlisted category, not category, unlisted. What do you call it? Brand. Yeah. Unbranded.
So that, yeah. Some of these, like some of them are Comstock and Raw, something other, Raw staff.
Yeah. You get it. I don't need to tell you. Oh my gosh, this is gonna cost me a lot of money.
Oh, put the pictures on IG. See, that's something I haven't done before. I haven't sold anything on, except for that hat I used to wear in my original video. Somebody messaged me and bought it. I get so mad at
people. I've sold more stuff on YouTube because I show stuff. So the same premises is if you don't show stuff on IG, how do you expect to sell it?
Exactly. Well, I never tried selling on IG.
I have one guy pull me aside. He goes, "Hey," and he bought one of my shirts. Actually, that happened last night on the auction. The guy goes, "Hey, I didn't want any of those other shirts. I wanted this shirt. Do you have any more of those?" So I sold it to him in an email this morning.
Yeah.
Hey Mo, Southern Geek said he put your link on or he put your video on his Instagram link. So I sent him a message just thanking him for helping support the channel.
Thank you.
Mo doesn't pay attention to the chat sometimes. The guy that has a reading and writing problems, the one who's taking care of the screen. But don't worry about it because he's getting a 10% bill at the end of the year.
That's right.
What do you mean that Mo doesn't watch it sometimes? He never watches it.
10%? What is this?
It's because it's an uncomfortable position for me. So I'm not good at reading and writing. So now I got to read the chats and I'm not comfortable doing it.
And then Louie just said I have to give him a cut of that 10% too.
Hey! I learned this from you, Leroy. What you want to find that copper? That copper goes in my garbage can. I'm here. I'm taking the garbage. I'm listening to you guys.
Hey Louie. He's gonna go to the wife. His wife's gonna say, "How'd you do today?" He's gonna say, "Oh, I sold 6 things, but Leroy got 10%. Louie got 5%. So I made $40 today."
I didn't say 5%.
That's what you're getting.
All right. When I leave, you guys, everything's gonna fall apart. I don't want to hear it.
Oh
Lord!
At this point, I'm
you guys are hilarious. Oh, mamma mia!
Mo went live, didn't list anything, and lost money.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Hold on. Having fun. Don't forget. 50.
Russ, 50% or 50% of.
Oh yeah.
I'm so disorganized. I got to get this place cleaned up.
I think Mo and I are the only one that has a boss. I don't know if Louie has a boss.
Let me put it this way. I learn quick, you guys. I'm not buying the. I know I'm not going to say this saying. It's a vulgar saying, but
I know what you're going to say.
You knew exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, I knew it.
About buying something. But anyway, I'm not. I have somebody, but I don't have to report to her. She's probably watching this right now. She's going to come back. What did you say?
She's going to say, you know what she's going to say? Where's my 10%?
No, she wants 50. She wants that dinner, and then she wants a back rub, and I'm like, no, I'm busy. You didn't help me with my reselling. And she's like, well, I'm not spending the night. It's like, oh boy.
Oh my goodness! Now we're going there.
Well, I mean, she's my girlfriend.
Oh, appreciate it, Kelly. Where is Kelly Reseller Louise? He's not here. He just posted for me on Instagram. Thank you so much.
He's an awesome guy.
Cheers, buddy. Let me put your link up. And don't worry, I try and update the pictures. So whenever anyone's here, I want to give them credit and links and pictures. So if you guys are good enough to show up on this channel, you deserve pictures up here. So
you heard it here, guys.
Yeah.
Guys, the only reason he's saying that because he doesn't want a copyright charge.
Yeah, that's true. I want my 10%.
I want 15.
Oh, it's gone up again. My goodness.
Hey,
inflation.
I'm not cheap.
Oh boy.
What was that thing you said a little while ago, Mo? Where you said something about you may think I'm a reseller or something like that? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, you may. I'm not a reseller, but I play one on YouTube. You know,
I'm going to steal that from you. I'm going to steal that.
I kind of half stole it. Didn't they say that? I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV or something like that.
Hey, Mo.
Yeah, but nobody's done that on YouTube yet.
Do it. You can have. It's my gift to you. I sign off for right.
I think we should start a thing, Leroy. Leroy.
Wait, hold on. I got to take it back. Louie's gotta take his cut. I mean, I'm blanking out. Leroy's gonna take his cut.
No, I don't want to cut.
Well,
you're not getting it free.
Hey, Leroy, give me your cash app. I'm going to send you 50 cents back. I'm going to send you that 50 cents back.
I just broke the first rule of reselling. Don't give anything away for free.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. You heard it here. He's being cheap.
That's right. We should do that. We should make the 10 rules for resellers.
Why not?
Yeah, 10%, 10%, 10%, 10%,
10%. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. This is getting out of hand.
It is.
Too much
and I'm getting sales. I can tell I'm getting listings done because I get offers and I get things that are selling.
Yeah.
But the weird thing is, I always get offers for things that I didn't list. Something else, random thing will sell.
Well, if you get offers for something you just listed, then your price was too cheap.
Yeah, that's true. Every now and then, if it's something like you said that people have saved, the second you list it, it goes, or at least you get an offer for it. That second, it's like boom, done. Like I've noticed that, like if you list anything to do with certain personalities, like James Dean, Bruce Lee, Bob Marley, that kind of stuff, Arnold Schwarzenegger, for me, because I list clothing, sometimes immediately it sells, or at least I'll get an offer. I don't know why, but they're ready to go. Do you guys have presets set, like stuff you're looking for on eBay?
I got a few. Yeah.
I mean,
I bought stuff really cheap. Leroy, you don't know what you're doing. You're missing out. Like tools, if you're one of the few people that know about this tool, put it on there. Boom. As soon as somebody lists it, even if it's at least you. Yeah, you do that.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, you put in mix like for Mo. What you do is you put in Omni figure 3 inches tall, whatever the height of a G.I. Joe is. People won't even put G.I. Joe. They'll just put Omni figure, blue jacket.
And it's funny you say that, because if I was there's no way I could do it if I put G.I. Joe on or anything like that. You know, there's too many of them. But if I put the wrong if I put a misspelling in, put the wrong wording in, words that are blocked together, there's no spaces between them, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's what
I can't stand that. Those are lazy people. They put all that blockage. They put the hyphen and. But I mean, like the ones that do that, it just drives me nuts because they don't get the looks. But I mean, yeah, if you're looking for it, that's great. You know.
Yeah, I always look for the like G.I. Joe, all is one word, 5 letters, and no periods between it, or He-Man spelled with 2 E's in it, or something, or. Transformers missing an extra S or something, that kind of stuff.
Just the guys that slip up, and it's probably been there for 5 years or something.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. Or like Leroy said, the people that describe it that don't know what it is, you're like army guy with a blue jacket and boots. That's what I love. That's what I found. I found at least 3 or 4 lots this summer with guys that were just trying to get rid of stuff. They didn't know what it was, and they just lot it together and just get rid of it. See, Leroy's making me want to go to a live auction now.
Leroy's making me hungry for pizza.
See, now you're making me hungry now.
What were you gonna say, Leroy?
I'm gonna be the auctioneer.
Nice. All right, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do an auction, Leroy.
I'll do it.
I just don't think my stuff is. The reason I wouldn't do an auction is I don't think my stuff is that interesting. That's the thing. No.
Don't say that. What you do is you start the auction. You make a thumbnail about a week. I would say go 2 weeks, but put it on your thumbnail. You're gonna say toys, whatever you're selling, and toys, tools, and whatever. But you're gonna pull people in, and then in the hashtags and everything, you're gonna pull people in, and then the people that are like, what? Mo's doing it, and Leroy's doing it, and like Louie, whatever. Hey, I'm in it, buddy. I'm in it.
He's asking for his cut. See it? Look at that already.
He froze up. Right. That's what you get. You freeze up, buddy. When I'm talking, you better freeze. That's it, Leroy. Stay like that. I'll unfreeze you when I get. If I'm going to be a part of this, then I'll unfreeze you. 5%. I'll unfreeze you.
5%.
So you gave me 10%. You gave him 5%.
4. Leroy, 4. That's it.
Terrible.
Get out of here.
Forget about it.
We should do a one-time thing, Mo. We got to get you in the game, bro.
All right. If you guys do it, if you guys do the auction with me, I'll do it. I'm not going to do it by myself.
No. Well, actually, I think it'd be great if we had 3 people, but like do a short version, like 1 hour, and like each of us. I don't
have that much stuff that's interesting. So, like I said,
bring. If you only got 3 or 4 or 5 items, bring 3 or 4 or 5, and we can try to do rapid rounds.
Oh, I have tons of items. Items is the number of items is not the issue. Finding something like Luis has, a 1989 Griffey graded card. I don't have that.
But you know what? Like you said, if you got a bunch of baseball cards sitting there and you're not even doing anything with them, cherry pick whatever you need to do, and then just sell the rest. Sell them. It helps you move inventory. It's really nice.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. And you just set up you used your own PayPal, or
What's that?
What did you use to have them pay you then?
I use my PayPal.
I saw Luis use PayPal. That's how I paid. Okay.
I'm thinking about adding something, but I thought, too many things, it confuses people. Most people, you don't have to have a PayPal account for them to pay you.
Yeah.
So I just put my PayPal, and I'm like, yeah, that's good enough. Whatever. See? Scared off Leroy again.
Nah, Leroy's always in the back. He's doing something.
He's a good guy. Yeah.
I think I found a Steelers shirt for you, Leroy. I don't know what size it is, though. 5% Cash App. There you go. I need to download the Cash App. I think that's what I'll do.
Leroy, just put the Post-it note like 25% of your thing, or put where your name is, where it says Leroy. Just put on there 5% Cash App.
Hey, Leroy, did you read the comment? It says we should have all live YouTubers get together to auction off Leroy to determine whose next live show he's going to go on.
Man, this guy is good. This guy is getting 5%.
I'm still getting my 10.
Wait, I haven't even said how much I'm going to get. I'll take.
You're not
I'll take
nothing.
I'm going to undercut Louie.
Leroy's like, we're just going to let you be a part of it. You don't get a cut. You're going to get a steak. That's it. You get a steak dinner.
I'll take a steak dinner.
if fun, I mean, if having fun flips, what's his name? What's your name?
Have fun flipping.
Yeah, what's
Joey
your name?
Butterbean.
No, it's not Joey. Leroy, I'm gonna need Tim. All right, Tim. Tim, here you go.
Hey, Southern Geeks. Oh Lord.
Tim, you're gonna be my agent, buddy. Get me out there.
Wait, that means if he's your agent, he takes a percentage in.
That's okay.
Oh my goodness.
If he's getting me $25 for an hour, I'm taking it. Let me tell you something. I don't like to brag, but I guarantee you, I will increase your sales. I guarantee you.
You heard it here first. This is going out to every YouTuber there is. Leroy's auctioneer services. I'm going to open up to $30 an hour just so I can take that $5 out of it.
Because you know what, Leroy, you probably be one of the few that actually does do the auction calling. There's a few I heard they try and they're okay, but they're not like you. You did it good.
I used to do it, and I used to do it at the flea market. There was a guy I used to set up, and I would always be done at 10 o'clock. And what he would do is he would sell his stuff, and at 10 o'clock, he would, and this is no word of a lie, he would give me $25, and he wanted me to stay there for 45 minutes. And I had a dollar sale, and he collected the money, and I ran my mouth. And he would sell in that 1 hour. That guy would sell $125 easy.
So
and this is
he made at least $100 after paying you. See, 25%.
He tried doing it by himself. He had one time I did it joking around, and he couldn't believe it. He went home, told his wife, he's like, "You don't believe this guy Leroy? Like, he really brought in. He was calling, and he really brought people into my stand." And he goes, and she's the one that she said, "Pay him. If you pay him, he'll show up for you, and tell him to do it for a couple of weeks." And that's what he did. And he'd be like, "Hey, can you work today?" I'm like, "Yeah." And all I would do was open my mouth. I would make the sales and the deals, and he would take the money.
We need to do this then. You've already sold me. I'm sold. Where do I sign?
I'm not kidding.
Leroy, test it out. Test it with Derrick. Help Derrick, because I think Derrick's got a good thing going. You know, Derrick's our buddy. You got to help him out because you know
already got it.
It's hard to
do Sundays, right?
Well, yeah, he's doing it every Sunday. But here's the thing: it's hard to do it by yourself. I don't know how Luis does it sometimes, and so when I'm on there, I'm exhausted. You know, but it's a lot of work.
I just want to call the auction. I just want to call the auction, and I just want to get my money, and I don't want to be stuck on one show. I want an audience for me, and then they follow me around.
Do it. You're gonna be. I'm telling you, pretty soon that's what your channel. You know how easy it is to go live, Leroy. You can have once a month, once a week. You know, whatever you want to do. You can have this auction. You go, "Hey guys, I got a bunch of tools." Da 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 da. You're gonna have people from Tool People following you. You know?
Yeah, but I have a 1-year contract with Mo that I can't break.
Yeah, you can. I can get you out of it. I'm a lawyer. Let me tell you.
Negotiate with me. All right, we'll negotiate. We'll see. You know, figure it out.
Oh
you might
my
have
God.
to give up a percentage, but that's all good. But he's right though. You should do it, whether it's on your own. I mean, or with somebody. I think it'd be good if you pair up with Derrick or somebody.
Yeah.
I
hear what he's saying. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
In everything that I do, I like to be a gypsy. So I wouldn't want to be stuck.
That's exactly the word I was going to use. You're a freaking gypsy because you're like a butterfly. You got to keep going.
Yeah, there's so many of us. There's not a shortage of YouTubers.
But I'll prove to them. I'll tell you right now. I'll prove to them. I'll increase your numbers.
Yeah, but you didn't hear what Mo said. Mo was saying there's not a shortage of YouTubers. It means He's gonna replace you in a heartbeat. He's gonna find another Mo.
I didn't mean it like that. Unless I don't get my cut. I mean, then I mean it like that. But no. Oh man, 5% back. All right, hold on. Let me send you that 5%.
Oh, this has been a crazy show today.
Because you don't understand. I'm gonna pull a Leroy. I don't want to brag, but every time I go on a show, I give it a little flavor. And I'm not. Let me give you an example. The one time this show went on, their numbers went down. As soon as I show up, it went up to 125% more viewers. So let me tell you, every time I come on, let me tell you, I'm proving it. How many viewers have you had in here, Mo? Is this the most you've ever had?
No.
I think the most we had was, what was it, like 13 or 16?
No, we had 15 today.
15? Or was it 15?
Thank you. There we go.
Today.
Most likely today.
Yeah, we had 15 today.
I rest my case.
There's only 7 now, and 2 of them are probably me and you.
I told you I have 11 screens open. 4 of them must not be working.
They're probably sick of hearing about auctions. Oh, Hyphy Gold is here. Topher.
Yeah, but I think Art and those guys are coming on soon, or they're on now.
Yeah, well, we got to compete with them.
No, I don't want to compete with them.
I'm just teasing. Art's mean. He'll come over here with a knife. Art Vandelay?
Art Vandelay?
That's fine.
He's got a switchblade bigger than yours, Leroy.
Yeah, it's called a dumpster pizza, or this kitchen sink. Mo, how much longer you got?
I'm probably gonna head off because I am. Now that I'm looking at my schedule, I'm on eBay Addicts at 1 o'clock my time.
Okay, yeah, and because they're on right now, that's why we lost everybody.
Oh, you're on today? You're on Jeff's channel?
Yeah, I think it's today. Yeah, it's today.
I think you need to have Leroy come on with you and do it. No, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10.
What time do I get up? I try and get up at 6 a.m., but usually it's more like 6:30. Try.
Yeah, Mo.
See you guys.
I'm almost ready to cut out too because I feel like we're cutting into their show, and they started at 1.
I'm gonna go over there and tell them this is your idea, Leroy. I'm gonna go over there and snitch. That's it.
I will see you guys at I'll try and be on tomorrow at 6. I'm usually a little bit late, but I try to be on time. Leroy's gonna
wait. 6 your time is 8 my time. Oh, I can do that.
Yeah.
Ugh.
6 Pacific, 9 Eastern, whatever that is.
Well, I gotta show up because Leroy, he's gonna come in late. He's gonna use an excuse, and he's got to go get his coffee. Got to get a cup of coffee. He's gonna do.
Actually, Leroy's usually the one waking me up. He's like, "Where are you?"
All right, guys. You guys have a great day.
Take it easy. Right.
I'm out of here.
We will keep touch with normal. Everybody in the chat, thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. Have a good day.